Hey everybody, and welcome to a fiery wild ride with Steve-O. We've got flames to put out, folks. There was an issue between me and Andrew Santino, and we dived right into that, and man, is it juicy. What a hilarious guy. Speaking of fire, the guy is on fire. Man, filming big-time movies with Zac Efron and John Cena right now, and boy, does he dish up the goods about that. I'm telling you, you guys are going to love this one, so let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Santino. Yeah, dude.
And the conference room goes wild.
We made it.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah,
I've reached out to Andrew Santino. I don't know how many times.
Too many.
And every time I asked, can you do my podcast? I'll bring it to you. It'll be so easy. It was, man, I got too much going on. And it got to a point where I was so frustrated that I lashed out in the most humiliating way.
It was very funny.
Yeah.
You should put the text up on the...
We should make T-shirts of what he said to you.
Fuck you, bro. And I legitimately was like, is this for real? Immediately as a comic, you're like, this is a bit. He's doing a bit. And I was about to go, fuck you, bro. And I'm like, no, he's mad. I could tell. I was like, no, he's actually frustrated.
No, my favorite part about that whole thing is he said, eat shit.
Eat shit.
No, eat
I was
shit.
typing
Eat
so
shit.
fast, I misspelled eat shit.
Your anger restricts you from actually getting the diss out. Eat shit.
Eat shit. And then you said, yeah, I'm going to go eat shit.
Yeah, I'll go eat some shit.
I could feel my face getting red.
But here's the thing. I've never heard Steve talk like that in my life. That's why
funny.
when he was like, dude, and I was like, bro, let's get out of here. Let's go somewhere.
It, as is often the case, it had nothing to do with you.
No, I knew that.
Like I was.
I've been a comic for 20 years. Like I get it by now.
Yeah.
When I fight with Bobby, when I get into it with any friends in our world, I know right away what's really going on. It's some other shit.
You're fried.
It's a relationship. You're tired. It's family shit. It's always everything else. Burr one time and I had a little thing, and it wasn't a big deal, but I was bummed. I was like really hurt because I look up to him. I respect him. Like he's a hero.
Oh yeah.
And then something happened. It's nobody's business, but it was like, it bummed me out. And then a couple days later, he texted me because he's like the greatest dude on earth. And was like, I'm sorry, man. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why this went this way, but he was like, straight up, it's because of X, Y, Z. And explained to me like what was going on. I was like, oh good, I got it. I didn't take it as me. Right. I knew some other shit was up. And he was like, that had nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
But for some reason, you were fucking in the line of fire and you got clipped. And I was like, it happened, dude. I let that stuff go so fast, dude. It goes away. It's like, my dad, I grew up in a world of lies and chaos. My dad was a drug addict in and out of prison who never showed up but said he was going to show up. So I always know about the other side of it where you're like, something else is going on.
Yeah, fortunately, I had.
But you showed up for today for me, Dad. You were here for me.
Fortunately, I came around pretty quickly and
no, you did. It was good.
And I acknowledged where I had come up short.
Yeah, but did your dad ever tell you to eat shit?
He would finish it. He'd say, "Eat shit."
I was typing so fast, and I wrote "eat" SHIY. I misspelled it, and it was already sent.
Eat shy is kind of a cool.
And then he sent it again.
Yeah.
Oh, I misspelled eat shit twice.
Yeah.
Eat shy.
Yeah.
You should make eat shy shirts.
I wanted to make a text bubble that said "eat shy" and do some sort of a drop.
Eat shy.
Yeah.
But you're here, and we're here, and it took us to go to Australia. The truth is, I have been draining myself to a degree I can't even explain. It's been the last 3 months of my life. 4 months have been gross. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse.
Can you talk about what you're doing?
Yeah, I can say I'm here shooting a movie. It's all over the fucking papers. It was crazy being down in Australia shooting a movie with Zac Efron, because he's so famous. You forgot that, like in America, fame is whatever. We live in LA. We see famous people. It doesn't mean anything.
It does,
dude. Here it's
not here.
Different.
Why? What does he do when he goes out?
We can't go out. We have to get private tables everywhere. We have to when we do go out together, we have to be like, it's discreet. It's tough, dude. It's really tough. Yeah. It's just so hard. You have to dude, the paparazzi are everywhere. They find sneaky little ways to find out where the production is shooting and dude, we're everywhere. We're not in one spot. We'll travel, 20 kilometers, mate, to go to this fucking place. They'll find a way there. they're always around bothering, sneaking, and it's just it's creepy, dude. It's creepy.
Is he hotter in real life or in the movies?
He's pretty damn hot.
He's pretty
no
hot,
matter
dude.
what.
He's pretty hot. He's pretty hot. And then Cena's with us, so John is super famous too, you know, and that's another level of like crazy super fame. It's like it's strange. It's like
Who's more famous, Cena or Efron when you guys go out?
two totally different worlds.
Yeah.
Like like that's what I think is good about the movie, is like pulling from two different fan bases. Cena's like Cena's more bro famous, and Efron is way more chick famous.
Wow.
Way more chicks are going to come up and guys in the bar aren't going to be like, Zach. but dudes, me and when Cena was here, he's gone. But when he was here, we did my podcast, and then we went out and had, he was afterwards, I was like, well, let's get you back to your wife. You know, he wanted to go back to the hotel. He was like, you know, dude, I just texted her. Do you want to go get a Guinness? The boy likes his Guinness. And I was like, I'd love to go get a Guinness. And I texted this guy and I said, what's the best place to get a Guinness? And he said, you should go get Guinness at this spot, and they have good kangaroo. So me and Cena lit up a bunch of Guinnesses and had kangaroo.
Wow.
It's rad.
It's like elk meat.
It's gamey, it's lean, but it's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
You should, dude, have you never had it?
I only eat seafood. I haven't.
Oh, you don't eat meat at all?
Yeah,
No,
I haven't
oh.
eaten anything but seafood in a long time.
Dude, take your ass to go get some kangaroo.
I'll eat some kangaroo.
It's honestly, I thought it was going to be, the woman at the bar was like, if you don't like it, we'll, you know, toast it off the bill. And I was like, yeah, I'll try it. I loved it. Finish it. I was like, this is delicious. It's
Yeah.
so good, dude. I think it's really, if you like gamey stuff, if you can handle it. But he likes his Guinness, and so we had a bunch of those. But he sat at the bar. Nobody really bothered him. A few people came over. One dickhead came over, you know, like the absolute dickhead move. We all know the move is like, Steve, I'm a huge fan. Thanks, man. All right, man, fucking love you. And then that's it. That's cool. But this guy's on FaceTime with his homie, drunk. And he's like, fucking John Cena, mate. Fucking John Cena. And John politely was like, hey, man, come on, dude. Like, could have been a dick. Like, he could have grabbed his phone and been like, dude, don't, you know, embarrassed him. But he was like, come on, dude, be cool about it, man, will you? And he pulled him aside and was like, I'll do a photo, but, you know, don't do that. And it was like the classiest version of, you know, telling this guy, don't be a fucking idiot at the bar and call more attention to me. But he can go out. Zach can't really go out. I mean, he can, I guess, but I don't know. He chooses not to.
It's
Just get his dick sucked all day.
That's what he's doing. He's getting his dick. He's got a rotating list. Yeah. Shifts. Everyone's taking shifts.
okay.
Tap in, tap out.
Now, how long have you been in Australia? You said a month and a half.
I got here at the end of January. I don't even remember.
And you
It's now, what is it, mid-March or something?
It's May.
Yeah, June.
you banked a bunch of episodes of your podcasts ahead of time.
I did as many as I could, and then I did a bunch here. You know, Jimmy Carr came through.
Yeah.
Russell Peters was supposed to do it, but he bailed. Russell, eat shit. he came and played the John Cain Arena right across the street. You know, like right around the way.
Unbelievable the tickets that guy sells.
Stupid. That's where we went to go see Dave. Chappelle came and we went to go see him. I texted Donnell and we went to go see his show.
Did you see Ed Sheeran out here? What, am I saying that right? Why are you laughing?
Ed Sheeran, I just don't picture.
You think I would miss an Ed Sheeran show?
No, but like he was here with Snoop Dogg in Melbourne. Like
Wait, Snoop was here with him?
Snoop, Ed
Not with him,
Sheeran.
we're here
No,
together.
dude. No.
No, they were in a photo together in Melbourne, and it seems like every fucking celebrity is staying at this hotel.
Well, no, he was alone. He was solo, but people from the crew went to go see Ed Sheeran, and then the other young guy. Harry Styles was here too.
Yeah, they're all in a photo together.
Yeah, well, they're all fucking partying. That John Cain Arena, that block of like sports arena, all that stuff. Every show happens there. If it's of that size, there's nowhere else they play in Melbourne besides at that little chunk block. Kreischer's gonna go there.
Wow.
Where's your show tonight? What's it called?
I'm not even sure.
The plenary.
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 Yeah.
Plenary.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
man. It's over double what my previous biggest show of my life was.
So sick. It's so sick.
Yeah.
You got to move down here. You can become Arj Barker. You know Arj Barker?
No.
You guys don't know that guy? Arj Barker is a great comic that was on Flight of the Conchords. He was like the only non-Kiwi that was on Flight of the Conchords, if you ever saw that show. And he was, you know, I think he loved it down here so much. He moved. I think he lives in New Zealand full time now. He was an American comic that did great, but down here he's a god.
Yeah, I think I can live down here.
Like Hasselhoff in Germany.
100%, dude. That guy, like, why leave? Yeah, I could live here. I've said this multiple times. This city, I could 100% live here.
Yeah.
You could, but you wouldn't.
No, I
because
won't.
You're on fire right now.
I could, but I won't.
Let's get right down to it here.
Yeah, let's do it.
You are hot right now.
Sexy right now.
Hotter than...
It's going away,
You're
though.
red hot, redder than...
My hair.
Yeah.
My face.
Yeah.
My balls.
but,
My
I mean,
ass.
it's awesome, man. And your special cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
I had to text you after I watched the whole thing. I love when I watch somebody's project all the way through to the end
Yeah.
and take a photo of the credits
Credit roll,
as
yeah.
proof, receipt that I
That's
watched
big
it
receipt.
all the way through.
I respect. Thank
And
you,
I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you, dude.
The suggestion that if anybody should ever find that they have inserted a little vibrator into their bottom and cannot get it out, that the only rational thing to do is to kill yourself.
Kill yourself, yeah.
And then the little act out of
Me walking away.
with the
Vibrator in your tush, dude. It's a scary moment in time when you get stuff stuck in your cavity. My buddy used to tell me stories all the time. People would come in with crazy shit. People put that's a tame story because I didn't want to gross people out. But he was like, my buddy that works in the yard is like the amount of people that put crazy stuff in their butt, and it's awful because it rips them to it like can kill you. It rips your insides.
No doubt, you gotta be careful what you put in your body. And that is why I'm so happy to tell you guys about Blue Chew, because I love putting it in my body. It is a delicious chewable tablet that has the same active ingredient as both Viagra and Cialis, except it only costs a fraction of the price. And when I put it in my body, man, wonderful things happen. I think you know what I'm talking about, and it is very good for my love life. Plus, you can get an entire month's supply of Blue Chew tablets absolutely for free and only pay $5 for shipping if you go to bluechew.com and use the promo code steveo. That's right. Plus, it's ever so easy when you consult with one of their online medical providers at bluechew.com to take care of the prescription and get that entire month's supply on its way to you completely for free. You only pay $5 for shipping. And once again, that is at bluechew.com with the promo code steveo. Now, let's get back to it.
There was a EMTing. There was a person that like put a bottle of wine up his butt,
broke,
and he couldn't get it out, and so he was like trying to smash it against the wall to like, and it cut his whole butthole up. And so like at sex shops, they make bottles of wines with holes cut in the bottom for the air circulation to go through.
Oh, that's
because
smart.
people are going to do it anyway, so you might as well
That's
have a hole in the bottom so you can get it out, and it's not like.
That's see, this is sex toys are getting.
They're getting
They're
sophisticated.
sophisticated, dude. Mm-hmm. How come? I asked this the other day. Dildos always have balls. They always have balls. Dildos always have balls on them.
Do they always? I'm going to push
never
back
have
on
balls
that.
on them.
No, I've seen dildos with
I'm
balls.
going to push back.
Okay, but vibrators don't have balls.
No,
Why not?
because
Don't you want vibrating balls?
yes, but that's what a cock ring's for.
No. But if you're using a vibrator, wouldn't it be nice to also have a pair of little balls that roam around?
Dude, this podcast got age restricted a while back.
Yeah. Edit all that out, dude. Edit that out. You know what you're doing, right? Get yourself another iced latte and cut. Sitting in the cold, dark room.
So I noticed that you said because we had like kind of scheduled a time to do the podcast, and then you were like, "Ooh, sorry, bud, got to pull out again. I just booked a movie in Australia."
This was it.
That was like right after the special came out, and I thought, "Ooh, that special was so good.
No.
He's got the job offers flowing in."
No, not true. No. I mean, it's that this came out of weird. I told you the roundabout story of this before we started rolling, but like this kind of was on an accident. But I was, you know. This,
I mean, you can tell you had read the script.
Yeah,
for
I read the
this
script.
movie.
I read the script for Ricky Stenicki like almost a decade ago, and I talked to the directors Pete Farrelly, the Farrelly brothers, people that know it did Dumb and Dumber and Something About Mary and Shallow Hal and every one of your favorite movies if you're in around your 40s. And Pete had this script, and then it got sent around. I read it, and I had a meeting with him.
Begged him to be in it.
I did. I said I would do it for free. I would do anything it took. And that was years ago. And then time passed, and they couldn't make it. It got traded to studio. It got rewritten like 6-7 times. And then cut to more recently, I ran into Pete again with Larry David at a charity event. And Pete was like, "We're going to make that movie." And I was like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "We're making that movie." And
Larry David vouched for you.
LD was very,
LD.
the politeness of LD was huge because he didn't have to say shit. He was kind of on his way through. He could have just been like, "Oh, hey." But he was, he kind of hyped me up a little bit. And having the Larry David vouch is like, what else is there really? And then Pete was like trying to work it out, and it wasn't going to work for other reasons. We weren't going to be able to do it. And I got back from Paris with Stavros and Theo and Andrew Schultz, which we never belonged in Paris in the first place. They paid us to go to Paris to make jokes at a fashion show. It was the dumbest. It was bound to fail, but it worked.
And it looked great on social
dude,
media.
it was rad. And what's her name?
Cindy Crawford.
Holy shit! What I'm crazy. I can't think of her name. This is like drawing such a bad blank. It was hosted by dude, the most famous runway model of all time. What's her name?
Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't do that. I'm like losing my mind. She was so rad and so nice, and I thought she wasn't going to want to be around a bunch of annoying comedians. She was kicking it the whole time. Like you would assume she'd be like, I don't want to hang around these dickheads, but she sat with us, joked with us, laughed. Like it was super rad. And then afterwards, I was like, we're going to go out and have something to eat. And her partner was with her, and she was like, we're gonna go somewhere else. And I was like, dude, I bet you they're going to the most like bomb ass place in Paris, like the most dope, like underground, secretive, sexy place. We met back up with her in the lobby later that night. And she's like, we're gonna jump on a plane and we're leaving soon. I was like, oh, okay, well, it's good to see you, good to meet you. I was like, where'd you guys end up going to eat? And I'm like bracing for something amazing. She's like, we went to Five Guys. I was like, really? She's like, yeah, they've got this bomb ass bacon shake. And I was like, that's so rad.
Wow.
And after a fashion show, she went to Five Guys. Yeah.
How was it working on Curb?
It was probably the second or third greatest moment of my life in comedy.
Did you have a script or was it improv?
Does everybody know Curb? And you don't have to say Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Of course.
Yeah, I think
Everybody in the world
everyone
knows who Curb
everyone
is.
in our world knows for sure. But Curb was, auditioning was so fun because I was supposed to go in for this role for if you've seen the episode, the last season was there's a guy with a dog named Adolf.
Yeah.
Do you remember that episode where he's like, why would you name it Adolf? He's like, it's a family name. And Larry, but so they wanted me to do that. So I went in there with like a German accent and it crushed. And then Larry told Allison, who casts the show, who put me in The Office, she put me in a bunch of stuff. She was like, he was like, he doesn't look Aryan, dude. He has red hair. Like this, we want a guy that looks like a Hitler boy, like this guy that's not going to work. So I was a little bummed because they talked about it like right in the room. And then Larry was like, I want him I want him to do something. So they had this other character. They were building the Latte Larrys, which is the competition for, if you've seen this show, you should watch the show. And they said they want this like construction worker to help construct this like perfect urinal for Larry. And so Allison gave me the character description and then sent me in the hallway. And she's like, we're going to take some other auditions for the Hitler dog guy. But, do you want to come back later today? And I said, no, just give me like 3 minutes to read this and I'll come back. So one guy read, I came back in the room and Larry was like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I'm ready. And she was like, you don't want any more time? I was like, no, I'm good. And then I improv with Larry and I made him break like 3 times. And he was like, get the fuck out of here. And then I just knew. When I got in the car, I knew. Because he kept laughing in the middle of the thing and then was like, just get out of here. And when he kicked me out, I knew. I was like, all right,
cool.
We're good. Yeah, it was rad. But I did some of the beats that I did in the show. Like one of the things I did that I actually duplicated, that I improv'd in the room that I took to the show was, and JB Smoove, he saw it was me and was like, oh, what's up, son? And then immediately was like, I'm gonna get in the scene. And he just like got in the scene because we were, doing jokes about having your dick near the urinal. And the one joke that landed in the room that I did was, he was like, how is this wall gonna know? And I was like, we'll have a dick detector. Immediately when you walk up to it, it'll detect your penis, size, stature. It'll know how far you need to be from the toilet. And the door will slide up and it'll go, doot, penis detected. And Larry broke in the middle of the room, started dying laughing. And he's like, dude, do the noise thing again. Do it again. And so I was doing all these different robot sounds for the pisser. And I knew on the day, he was like, bring all that shit to the thing. So we did, I don't know, 20 minutes of takes. And then that was my day. I mean, it was lightning fast. It was just like, go. And then you're done. It's super quick because they improv one big scene. Larry goes, no to that. Yes, no, yes, no. And then you do it again. And then he goes, yes to that. No, bring that other thing back. And then one more. And by that, the third take, you really are like whittling it down to almost, it's like writing a good joke. It's like you whittle it right down to it, trim all the fat.
Yeah.
And he broke a few times, which was huge. Like it was nice to make him laugh. But I was diligently working on not laughing at JB because maybe one of the funniest people I've ever seen live in my entire life. Like he just is so good at that character on that show and making up just chaotic nonsense. Like he was talking about how like what side of the pants that your penis is on dictates what kind of man you are. And he went on a whole rant about that. And it was so funny. It never even made it into the cut. But from that, Larry took a piece of that to do something else. That's how they work. Like they're little comedy magicians. He like takes a thing, moves a thing, puts it here, there. But I think he knows every single beat he really wants to end up at, but he lets you find it a little bit on your own.
That's crazy.
He's the greatest comedic producer, performer I've ever worked with live in my life, by far.
Did Bobby have that same experience? Because I didn't realize Bobby was the Korean bookie on like season 3.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, was he?
I'm sure Bobby was having a panic attack the entire time and not knowing what to do.
But he did good though.
No, he did great. But he'll tell you he did terrible. Like he'll probably complain about it, and be like, "Oh, Larry didn't like me," and he's a psycho, dude. He's the craziest piece of shit I've ever known, and I hate his guts more than anything. And he's my best friend, and I hate him.
And you guys have shows coming up.
Eat shy, Bobby. Yeah, we have 35 cities. Go to badfriendspod.com. Steve's been on the show, and that show was so crazy when you came on.
You guys showed me your butthole, and it was amazing.
It was fucking rad, dude. You asked for it.
Both buttholes?
Both of them. They both have beautiful buttholes.
Beautiful butts. Clean pipe.
Yeah.
Dude. Keep it clean.
How did that episode perform?
Killed. What do you mean? It did phenomenal. The fans
great.
loved that shit. We went in, because you went off in these tangents and these wild worlds. You were on one, dude. You were like, because you had been editing for like a full day straight. And so when you came in, you were like, all right, dude, we got to fucking do this, man. It's like you were looking off into the horizon the whole time, but we let you fly and it was super fun. But me and him are taking the show on the road. We're doing like kind of an interactive showcase. We're not doing a sit down pod. We both do stand up. We have Jesse Johnson open the show, who's so rad. Mm-hmm. We're going to have other guest star comedians on the road in different cities that we're at. And then we're going to do a bunch of bits from the show. Pre-recorded videos that you guys can see, sketches, and then bits that involve the audience, a ton of stuff that involves the audience. It's more like a give back of like, be a part of this show that you've been supporting for 4 years. Now look at what we've all made together type of thing.
How many cities?
33 right now, I think. I think it's going to get up to maybe 40 when it's done, because the fans are... It's so funny, dude. You post dates and you're like, hey, look at all these places I'm going. And people are like, why aren't you coming here, dude?
Yeah.
And you're like, sorry, man. Sorry, we're figuring it out. Like, this isn't, we didn't avoid you on purpose.
Well, here's the thing. I've been on my bucket list tour for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm always posting new dates. And when I post new dates, every one of those comments is about a place I've already been.
You already went, yeah. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. That pisses me. When are you coming to Baltimore? It's like, we left Baltimore yesterday.
That happens
all the time. Dude, it's, but also when somebody goes, huge fan, this is my biggest pet peeve, huge fan, what are you doing in town? I'm like, how big of a fan can you be if you don't know why I'm here today?
Or Steve's is, dude, I'm such a huge fan. Can I buy you a drink? It's like, he's been sober for 15 years.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah, by the way, is that now?
It is actually, today? In America, it's 15 years right now.
Dude, congrats.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That is so cool. I read it online this morning, and I thought, I wonder if this was an old post. I didn't look at the date, but I was like, oh, shit, is this one of those, where Instagram gives you something that was like 6 days ago? Yeah. And then you're like, what? How did that get in the...
I posted yesterday that my birthday came early because we're 19 hours ahead.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
So now, Australia time, it was yesterday, but LA time, it's now.
March 9th, yeah.
March 10th, yeah.
10th, I mean, yeah, March 10th.
God, that was convoluted.
Do you feel 15?
I'm profoundly grateful for my sobriety. And I'm also really grateful that we finally are doing this together.
Me too, dude. Yeah. And it's on this. See, this means a lot because sobriety, you change, you grow, you learn.
Yeah.
And this is what we did. You eat shit. Some days you eat shit.
Right. So the Netflix special.
Yes.
Like, it's no secret that Netflix has experienced some turbulence.
Yeah.
But they've also got hellacious bangers coming out left and right.
Yeah, they're still putting it together. I think they're doing a little bit. They censored the Chris Rock special, which I thought was really. Did you see this?
I did not.
I saw clips of it. They censored it.
Well, apparently they pulled out the Will Smith thing or something.
Wait, what?
No.
That's the only reason why anybody watched it.
I know. Isn't that true though? Didn't they do this?
I don't know if they said. Is that wrong? I saw it, like clips of it from Netflix that was like posted, but maybe
I just read an article that said something this morning. They said that they're going to remove it, maybe, or something. I could be wrong.
I highly doubt that.
No, but I think it would Chris, not Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let's see. You just have to cut this out.
I doubt that.
Chris Rock removes Will Smith joke from special.
Oh, wow.
Can they do that after the fact on Netflix? I mean,
sure, they can do whatever they want on Netflix. But
Chris Rock's fumbled Will Smith joke removed from Netflix special. It's every article I can. Chris Rock's Netflix show, the Will Smith joke will be removed. LA Times, all this.
Fumbled Will Smith joke.
Probably didn't hit as well.
If you watch
the
original, he does stumble. He fucks up the joke. If you watch the original, I don't know what he said. Concussion. When he gets to the word concussion, he like tells a piece of it incorrectly, and he talks about saying it wrong. He's like, I fucked that up. But then he continues on.
But it's only one little
sliver.
line.
It's
one
a little
tag.
sliver. Yeah, it's a little tiny sliver of a thing that...
Okay, so because they're not pulling out the...
No. But they're removing the piece, which is strange, because it's like, why'd you put it in the first place? You had Final Cut. I watched mine 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I watched it so many times. You hate every single second. You hate the way your stupid face looks. You know, you're like, look at my teeth. You know, like you start to like pick yourself to shreds. You're like, way to go, you fat dad. Like everything looks sad when you keep watching it. So there's no way he didn't see that 100 times and think about it, which is weird that he put it out because it's like.
Well, it was live.
Where did he film it at? Comedy Store?
No, he filmed it at Baltimore. Yeah, Maryland. Yeah. It's a weird idea though because he could have easily cut that out. You know what I mean? Like he could have easily.
I mean, it was streamed live as it happened, so it would be an after the fact.
Yeah, but there's always a delay on those. When they do those streams are never live. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Never. They can't do that. They know better.
Right.
Yeah, they're smart. After all these years of all that stuff that they're like, "Ooh," now they're like, there's always a delay. So they could have pieced something together. I just think that I think Chris as in my opinion, the greatest comedic writer of our generation. He
works, man.
I think he was still nervous about saying that joke because it hurt him so much. I think that thing hurt him so much.
You think it hurt his career?
No.
Some things hurt and some things don't. You know what hurt me, or at least used to? Overspending on shaving products, man, with the gimmicky razors that light up or vibrate, all this nonsense that nobody needs. And then I started using Harry's. Harry's gives you exactly what you need, nothing more. It's classy, it's got these quality 5-blade razors, and you can get a Harry's starter kit with everything that you need, and all you're going to spend is $3. Man, this is a $13 value. The 5-blade razor, the weighted ergonomic handle, the foaming shave gel, and the travel cover. It's a $13 value. You're going to get it for just $3 and free shipping. It's crazy how good this deal is. If you're sick and tired of wasting money on stuff you don't need, then man, join the Harry's movement like I did years ago. Go to harrys.com/Stevo for this epic deal and do it right now. harrys.com/Stevo. Now let's get back to it.
No, I think it hurt him as a human, as a friend, as a fan, as a homie, because they have a relationship, and it's like, dude, each year is one thing, but hitting me in the face in front of fucking 30 million people is like
30 million. Come on,
that's more. Well, I mean, I don't even know.
It's not like live.
How many people saw that?
But
how many saw it live? I don't know. I'm saying live, whatever it was.
But dude, forget about live. I mean,
after the fact.
By within the next 48 hours.
But if you hit me in the face in front of like that, I mean, yeah, that would do something to you for the rest of the time.
It's the ultimate heckle.
Yeah, 100%.
Like imagine somebody heckling you, but then like it's biggest.
A little bit more than a heckle.
Yeah. Well, that's what on the live stage.
That's the ultimate heckle. It's like you can't get more. But also it's assault. At the end of the day, it's like you can't hit me in the fucking face.
He should have kept his wife's name out of his fucking mouth.
Oh! So funny, so weird, so obviously damaged to do that. So scary and sad.
I'm buddies with Eric Andre, who was with Chris Rock on tour for a while there, I believe, while he was putting together his Tambourine special. And apparently, after every show, Chris Rock had the show recorded. Yeah. And then got on the private jet, sent the recording to a transcriber who typed it up into a script, sent it back, and he read through the script and marked it up, and
it's genius.
Like every single time.
Yeah, the great writers know how to do that to a way that they're the meticulousness of it. If I watched it over and over, it would give me anxiety. Like I can listen to it, but reading it and watching it is tough for me. Listening to it's okay because I can kind of hear my rhythm better and feel it. One of my wife's old friends, she was I don't know how to say it, assistant or whatever, or like a family helper for the Carlins and for Carlin's wife, and would say that George would meticulously write out all his stuff like in his room. I don't know if it was on a whiteboard or a wall or paper, and he would write it out and he'd recite it almost like it was, like his script he's memorizing for his fucking bar mitzvah, and he would do it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. You would hear him just like repetitively go the same phrase like 1,000 times until he got the rhythm of the phrase that he liked the most. But that's the level of chaos that some of those guys have because their rhythm is so important. I wish I could learn that, but it gives me anxiety like thinking about reading my words over and over. Vibrator in the butt over and over and over and over.
Yeah, I mean, when Steve would have me open for him, like I would write it out, listen to it, and reread it because I hate public speaking and I would black out up there. So I would read it probably 200 times.
You would do it, yeah.
Yeah, it was more of like a cruel prank. I was like, "Hey, you're opening."
So I would go up in front of like 1,500 people. And I'd never done stand up before, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I can't do that shit." I mean, my
do
heart
you let him
rate's
do it now?
171.
It's been a long time, but the thing was,
Do it
that-
now in front of 5,000 tonight. Yeah. Buck up, dude.
Fuck no, dude.
Come on, dude. Get out there. Be a man.
We used to have comedy clubs just sort of assign a local comic to be the opener.
Right.
And it just never had anything to do with, it was just felt like disjointed. And I remember that when I started the bucket list tour, my show started running longer because it's multimedia. I have like video breaks and stuff to like pay off stories. And, then I was going a little longer. I was like, I definitely don't need 2 openers. And man, like, why let this money go to some random? I was like, Scott, you open, take the money, and keep it all like kind of in the ecosystem,
right.
so that and the fact that we met in this sort of recovery scenario for sex addiction is juicy and fun.
Yeah, it's very fun. Very juicy. Very fun. Are you sober?
Yeah.
All of it, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't do like the California sober thing?
He just turned 10. I'm 15 today, and he's 10 years sober as of 9 days ago.
Yeah.
What was one, my buddy who's a friend who's working on the film is sober, and he's been sober for 20 years. And I was like, what's your little
DOC.
what's your
Drug of choice?
DOC? What's yours?
I drink a lot. I mean, my drug of choice would be drinking a lot.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
And then towards the end, I would like pile a lot of cocaine in my face.
What's your replacement? What's your, now post sober, what's your little thing?
Food.
Your little naughty boy thing.
Food.
Is specific though? His is chocolate. So
No.
we'll go out and he has to have chocolate, and he's like sad about it because he'll eat so much chocolate.
My thing is not like sugar or sweets. Like I'll eat that a little bit,
Carbs, pasta.
but it's like eating enough for 2 people. So like I'll order like $70 worth of sushi and eat the whole thing. When like you see other people eat sushi and they're just like eat like a 6.
They're like, I'll just take one roll.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
That's appetizer, dude.
yeah,
Yeah, I get it. I get that. But do you exercise?
I used to.
Okay, well,
Then I started eating.
if you want to eat for 2, exercise for 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
you can do
that's
it.
not gonna do
Yeah, well, I turned 40 next month, and so like in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of like act out until I turn 40, and then I'm gonna make it all about like my health.
Dude, that logic is so shit. That's so funny.
Yeah, for sure.
That's like,
And then I'll go to the doctor. I'll
that's
do like
dude, when I get married to my wife, I'll stop fucking dudes. Okay, I'll stop. That'll make me straight again.
yeah, I know it's fucked up. I have like a weird logic, but like I'll go to the doctor. You know, my blood pressure's already high, so like maybe I'll start there, cut out salts, and
We're the same age. I didn't know we were the same age.
39.
Same, dude. I'll be 40 this year as well. Are you doing anything for 40?
Yeah, I'll be in Australia on the next Encore tour.
Sick.
Yeah, this Australia tour is going
Huge.
so
Dude, I
well.
watched all your dates online. I was like, holy fuck.
And we're
like
coming
another
back.
month?
Yeah,
Yeah.
coming back for a whole other month. And thank you, by the way.
You're nuts, dude.
I know, I really
Honestly,
am nuts.
you're absurd. I don't know anybody that has your work ethic. It's repulsive. It's like, I feel like I'm drowning in work, and then I see your tours, and I'm like, you're fucking off your head, dude. In a good way, because you care. I will say this, dude. I've seen what you do over the years, and I've only in the last couple of years like really gotten to know you and see you like for real. And your work ethic is fucking huge. You give a shit. It's good. What you put together is like, it's just solid. I think you've understood more than ever now what you're doing, which is obvious. And, it's not a kiss ass party, but you should be super proud because it's like, it's good that you figured out exactly how to deliver you in the best way. And you did 100% because it's true, man. The show, it's fucking great. You're so who you are. It's unmistakable. Like when a comic finds their voice, whatever that annoying phrase is. Do you know what I mean? But it's real. But it is a real thing. When someone finds the thing that they do the best, it's so obvious. It's like, oh yeah, what the fuck? What were you doing before? When you're searching, you're fishing, and then sometimes you have to step back and be like, what? This is what I was the best at. Why was I even trying other things? It's like that's the best version. But it's great, and you're never gonna stop touring now. You're just gonna you're gonna die on the road.
It's like George Carlin.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah,
you're just
thank
like
you
him,
so
dude.
much, man. Thank
Honestly,
you.
and you're in
I
a
appreciate
bus.
Sort of.
I saw it leaking,
Yeah, well,
which grossed me out hard. I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, dude, I'm a germaphobe." I'd be panic mode.
I'm sure that the leak holes are all perfectly plugged and that everything is, is
all patched?
restored. I mean, the where that bus came from, it is just rock solid professionals.
yeah, we found the only tour bus in Australia, so that's where that came from.
Isn't that funny? Because this feels like it's no offense to them because I've said this. I love Melbourne. I 100% could move. I mean it when I say I could move. I love this. I've fallen in love with this place. They're behind the times on the things that we need. When you come here, you're like, oh, wow, they don't really have a lot of access to the same things that we take for granted.
I absolutely think that Scott and I should open up a tour bus company,
yeah.
in Australia. I think that the need for that is so glaring.
Or even multimedia company here. There's not a ton of them, right? Like I found Stupid Old Studios. Shout out to Stupid Old Studios. I shot my 2 podcasts there. I found a great studio in town. A friend recommended it, and so rad. And they're one of the only ones that has like a full stage studio. It's a little too elaborate for podcasts, but it worked. It was what I needed. And hardcore shout out to them. And I was like, "Are you guys the only game in town?" And they're like, "Well, there was like one other one, but there's not enough of multimedia like this here."
Yeah.
So they're finding out. It's like slowly growing. Again, dude, it's like hip hop in Japan. You're like, "Oh, this is 10 years ago."
Yeah.
It's almost there. It's like
But
it's catching up.
Is there anything in Australia that they're doing better than the America right now? Because I find that like paying with the tap and pay, people are just using their watches. People are tapping it like it's so efficient.
Who doesn't love efficiency, and who doesn't love a good deal? Man, the deals are getting better from our sponsors. Mattresses from Helix. That's helixsleep.com/Stevo. Like now up to $350 off your brand new mattress. And you want to talk about efficiency? When you go to helixsleep.com/Stevo, it doesn't take 2 minutes to fill out their quiz to figure out what's actually the perfect mattress for you. Man, I'm so glad that for like 3 full years now, I have had my Helix mattresses working for me so well, dude. And you need a new mattress. I know it. So get up to $350 off of any mattress and 2 free pillows if you go to helixsleep.com/Stevo. So grateful for our sponsors being so wonderful to our listeners. So jump on that deal and let's get back to it.
No, that's by the way, that's the whole world. You know that. We're the only country that's behind the...
Really?
You go to Europe, dude, everyone taps. There's no such thing. Also, bring the machine to the table. Great.
Yeah.
Don't take my credit card to the back. Bring it right to my face. Tap it. Let's leave.
I like it.
The efficiency level is so high. It's crazy. I think they do so many more things better than us. Also,
Metric system.
And guns. They're not killing everybody every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, 12% of the entire country has a registered gun. 12%. In America, it's like 978,000 guns are registered. It's 3 times they're registered, and the ones that aren't registered is like 7 times that. Street guns. They don't have street guns. Don't exist. If you ever watch the news here, it's comical. They're like, today drama unfolded as a big banger in a parking lot turned out to be fireworks. It's the most tame, nothing happens shit, and it's so good. It's like the healthiest version of boring life. You're like, it's great. No one gets killed for no reason.
Yeah.
Kids aren't getting shot. That's the one thing, not to be on my little fucking liberal bitch kick, but like, dude, the no crazy gun accidents is like, why the fuck can we not figure that shit out? Yeah. Well,
I mean, I think there are actually relatively few gun accidents in America.
well, no, in the States, dude, the highest. John Stewart just did it. Children. The highest killer of children in the United States is bigger than cancer. It's bigger than
auto accidents.
Yeah, car accidents. It's guns. Accidental gun deaths is #1 for children dying in America.
Accidental, huh?
Gun
Wow.
death. Yeah, because dude, kids shoot themselves with their parents' gun in
like,
their
oh,
house.
look at my dad's gun.
They're fucking around, or they're in the neighborhood and some kid has a gun and they're goofing around and they're fucking off, and it's not deliberate. The highest amount of child deaths.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get on a kick, but it's like those. When John Stewart said that, like the facts are so glaring. It's like, what?
John Stewart's pretty great.
He's
I
the
watched
G.
that whole thing.
The guy is the G.
With the dumbass Republican guy who...
Dude, that guy was so stumped. He's like, these drag queens need to cut it out.
Oh, they're like the Mississippi governor or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Arkansas.
it was pretty amazing that guy agreed to be interviewed by John Stewart.
You know, those guys think, we talked about that on set the other day. I think those guys think that they're going to have a leg up. Like, they're like, dude, I'm prepared. I came with all my notes. This guy's not going to get me. I'm not some dipshit like the other people he interviews. And then they get there and he's stone-faced, cannot believe he's trapped once again. It's like, you can't, Stewart's going to beat you. I would never. He's going to beat you.
Why?
Anyway, yes, the no gun thing is kind of chill.
I'm shocked that 12% of Australia has registered guns.
No, 12% of the country's population. 12% is a legally registered gun for hunting activities.
Right.
So they register the gun, but that's nothing in comparison. I mean, it's wild.
I would have lost a big bet if we chose to bet
Well,
on
keep
that.
your guns, love your guns, America. Do whatever you want to do. It's kind of nice to not hear like fucking. I'm from Chicago, so like when I read the Tribune every day, it's like the most depressing thing on earth. You're like, how many more kids are killing for no reason?
Like 25 a day.
It's
Chicago.
It's disgusting. Yeah, it's gross.
Chicago alone.
Why are you? So you live in LA and you're moving to New York, or you going to keep your place in LA?
I'm gonna keep my spot in LA. I'm just gonna go back and forth a little bit.
Why are you moving
Bobby
to New
keeps
York?
fighting, and he's like, you can't go. You can't go.
It's so funny. Like, I'm gonna keep my spot in LA. Like, I wonder, like, if you spend 6 months in a day in New York, is that more expensive for taxes than 6 months in a day? Or
LA and New York you're not getting out of taxes. You'd have to move to Nevada or Texas or Tennessee or Washington or I've looked it up, Florida. Yeah, no, dude, going to New York is not for money. I'm not saving money. If I wanted to leave and save money, I'd get out of California completely because it's a shithole. But I'm going to New York because I love New York and I'm sick of not being there. I have so much fun when I'm back east. I'm from Chicago. I like the East so much stronger. LA is also, not to dump on it, but I've burnt out. I've been there.
It's pretty gnarly.
I burnt out, dude. I've been there since 06 and it's time to say goodbye for a little bit. I just wanted something new. I'll tell you exactly why, truly. When I sit with my dad and his friends and I talk to these guys, the old heads, and I'll hear these great stories about some of his friends. Like, I moved to Memphis for a woman. Then I took a job in Virginia. Then I moved to Jersey. And then I was in Ohio for this thing. And then they tell these like great, elaborate, beautiful stories. And look, that's not our life. Our life is more nomadic and strange. But for some reason, we always end up at the same place. We're back in LA. I'm back in LA. I'm back in LA. And I was like, why can't I just go somewhere else for a little while and have that be a new chapter in my life? So because I'm turning 40, I was like, by 40, I want to have a new chapter. So I think this is just an excuse to like have a new chapter and feel something new. The comedy scene in New York is one of my fucking favorites. Mm-hmm. The Cellar treats me so well. I get to go there and do whatever I want. And so I just want something new. Daddy wants a new pair of shoes.
Midlife crisis. We're turning 40, dude.
No, you know what I call it? Midlife assessment. I think it's an assessment. It's not a crisis. You're just assessing what you need and what you want. You're looking at your life and going, I don't need this anymore. I don't like this thing. I'm not doing that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I do like this. I will start doing this more. Like I saw this guy that sends gratitude texts. He was like, every morning I send 3 gratitude texts and I'm trying more and more every day to reach out to people, a couple people a day and just be like, hey man, just thinking of you because I am. Because for you just, you don't say hi to people as much anymore. You get too busy.
Yeah.
You don't focus on any of that shit. So
man, I think about it all the time. Like, oh, dude, it would be good to just reach out to that person and just send them some love. I have that thought, and then the thought goes away.
When I'm on a gratitude thread and it comes up in the morning, I'm just like, fuck, dude, I gotta fucking respond to these people. But like, I love the guys, but I'm just like, ugh.
But I think the more you do it, the more you realize, like, I think it also takes getting out of your own thing. Like coming here changed my mind about a lot of stuff, or like refocusing what I like and what I don't like. I started to really think about a lot of stuff like that.
You miss Bobby?
Do I miss Bobby?
Yeah.
No.
Still don't miss Bobby.
I don't give a fuck about that guy. That guy sucks. No, I love him. I text him all the time. He doesn't, he's a piece of shit.
What? I do believe that I just for no reason whatsoever sent Bobby like, hey man, I love you.
What'd he say back?
He says I love you too.
That's nice that he responded.
Yeah.
He said, I love you too. I'll send you a message like, love you, dude. And Steve just thumbs ups it.
Yeah, that's not true.
But you know what? I was going to say half the time.
48% true.
Yeah. No, but I miss I miss like my old friends. So I've talked to them more than I ever have. Like the 3 homies that I'm grew up with, those guys I talk all the time. They're not in the business. They're just old buddies. And
are those your golfing buddies I see on Instagram sometimes?
No, those are guys from back home, back in Chicago.
Yeah.
These are just like guys I grew up with. My buddy James that we'll just call each other to talk like 2 little high school girls, and we'll chat for like an hour and a half about life and finances and family and love and bullshit, and we'll just chat and chat and chat. Those are like my favorite things, dude. Homies from back in the day.
What do you think the difference in your career has been? Because you're kind of blowing up on movies and shit. Like, was there like, can you trace it back to a set of like a mindset where you're like, fuck it? Like,
I think I can't point it to one thing. I don't know how this magic works.
LD.
I think if I could point it back to one thing, if I'm being genuine, if I really dissected it, it was doing my own thing with the pods and doing shit online because I was like TV and film. I wasn't hot enough or famous enough to get in movies. And I was like, okay, I'll just be as funny as I can in my own little space. And they'll either come along for the ride or I'll just make a living doing it my own thing. And as simple as it sounds, but it did work. I mean, I've been doing Whiskey Ginger for 6 years now. I don't even know. And I did it because Rogan bullied me into it. He was like, you're really good at potting. You should just make up your own show. And I didn't want to do it. And then he was like, you want to make your own audience or you want to fucking sit and wait for this stupid machine you like to create it for you? So he was right. I mean, he's also anti-TV and film, which he's wrong. I mean, I love TV. I love acting and stuff. I want to make something dope. So I'll never stop that. But I genuinely believe it was doing the pod and then me getting together with Bobby, like reinvigorated a part of our careers that wasn't there before. And then people see it and they're like, whoa, what the fuck? these guys are,
You guys have a solid fan base.
huge. Yeah, it's wonderful. I'm so appreciative of what we created together. We created a little nugget of psychopaths that love to watch us fight. We really, truly made that because I said it before. That show was birthed from his relapse. When his dad died and he relapsed, he pulled me aside in the hallway at his old condo, and I knew something was wrong. And he was like, then he told me that he was high, and I knew something was weird. And he was like, if you tell anybody, we'll never talk again. And so immediately I went home and I panicked.
Told everybody.
Yeah. What am I going to do? I was like, I have to start telling people. I can't hide this. This is nuts. But I didn't tell Kalila. And at the time they were together. And, she had reached out to me far after the fact that this all went away and was like, I'm really sorry he put you in that predicament. I understand why you didn't come to me. Because it was like, what am I going to get in the middle of their relationship? Like it was really a vulnerable position for me to be in. So I made it my own way to get him to try to get help without having to bring it to the relationship part because it was really hard, man.
Yeah, how long ago was that? Because we talked about it on the last time he was on the podcast. Like my brother was on tour with them and he ratted him out.
Yeah.
And he still hasn't talked to my brother since then.
Yeah, well, he's a vindictive dickhead. I mean, he's a fucking dickhead, but also, sobriety and addiction makes you do fucking really strange things to people that you love. So I think he's always going through it. But that was in 2019? 2019? 2019.
2018. But when he told you, like,
when he
don't
pulled
ever
me in
tell
the
anybody,
hallway,
he's telling the truth. Like, he'll never talk to you again if you fucking tell anybody.
100%. Well, and I knew when his dad died, he was avoiding the idea that his dad was dead. It was like he faked it. He like showed up. It's like he didn't care. And I was like, this is fake. So you care. So you're dealing with it in a way that you don't want to communicate. And obviously it was fusing behind everybody's back. So once that came to the surface, I knew everything was going to kind of collapse. So he went away to rehab. And then when we went to Mexico, where I saw you guys, he relapsed again. And then that was kind of like a window into the world of what it's like to like have one of your best friends really, really struggle with addiction. Because I've had addicts in my life, my dad, really good friends, but I've never seen it like I did with Bobby, where he'll put you in a really vulnerable position, like really vulnerable, dude. It was crazy. He threatens you and does all this fucking manipulative bullshit to make you be like,
yeah, well, they're out of their fucking mind, but like you don't really believe it because you're like, dude, it's Bobby. But like he's really just no different than any other fucking psycho-alcoholic that's like saying some weird shit.
Yeah, but now he's got such a good grasp that I'm like happy for him that he's functioning again, clear-headed, and he's found a new level from this second term of sobriety. But the show was birthed truly because we joked about doing a show. I filled in for him when he was having some trouble. Me and Kalila would do Tiger Belly together. And then we had joked about doing the show. And then when he relapsed, he pulled me aside when Kalila called him out and they sent him away to rehab. And he's like, I had a realization that like we should become closer instead of this fringe thing that we're doing and actually do the show together and commit. And,
And you guys don't have guests on. You guys basically
no, we had Steve
sometimes
on. We have guests on that we know are fun for the show.
Yeah.
We usually don't want people on the show, but like Steve and there's guys that like we know are fun as fuck that are going to be fun with us on the show.
Yeah.
So like
But the fact that you can do it without a guest is so important.
Yeah, it's because the dynamic is me and that fucking weirdo is really what it is. I mean, we throw in fun people because we like there's personalities that we just know that are great with us.
Yeah. Like
Brad Williams. He rips every time he's on the show. Absolutely fucking rips. We put him in an elf costume for the Christmas episode. It's one of the funniest episodes we've ever done. And there's a joke that went viral because Rudy on the show, the girl on the show, his niece, or Claudia's niece, was like, is there a dating app for little people? And we all start laughing. And Brad's like, that's a good question. I was like, it is a good question. And I said, what's the name of it? And I was like, wait a minute. Let us guess. Let us have a comedy guess at this. And dude, Bobby, the fastest I've ever seen him, he goes, a thumble. And I fucking lost my shit. I was dying. It's moments like that you're like, yeah, when the dynamic is firing, it's flawless.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's fun with me and that idiot, it's fucking fun. It's the most fun I've ever had. It's more fun than any TV show I've shot, any movie I've done, any stand-ups that I've ever done. When that kid and I are humming, it's the most fun I've ever had in my entire life.
What
By
were
far.
some of the other suggestions for
the
little person
the LP dating site? Oh, we threw out a million of them. They're on the episode. Watch the Christmas episode. But we went for like 5 minutes making each other laugh on bullshit. But it was just, I don't know, like those. Yeah, dude, when we're humming on that show, I genuinely mean it from the bottom of my heart. I've never had more fun as an adult making comedy. It reminds me of when I was 22 and I started, and we would talk shit after bombing at open mics, and we'd all be in the parking lot making fun of each other for how bad we bombed. It's the same thing. It felt the same way. It was like innocent and raw, and stupid. It was so dumb. It's when me and that kid are talking shit, it's so dumb. It's the dumbest thing on earth. It's great.
How does whiskey ginger compare to Tiger Belly in performance?
Or Bad Friends, you mean?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Bad Friends. Yeah.
Oh, Bad Friends is huge. Dude. We do 1 million downloads a week. We're huge. That one's way bigger. My show's like 400 grand or something like that. It's half of it, you know?
That's still a lot, though.
It's a lot, but it's also like, 400 to 500K. But like my show, I like my show for a totally different reason. That I get to connect with somebody one-on-one. It's quiet. It's us in the room and nobody else, which was birthed out of the pandemic. I used to like have an engineer or have someone help, like these wieners or this wiener specifically, who's not even looking at us.
I love the way you do the fonts different for the guests.
Oh yeah, you like that?
On Whiskey
That's
Ginger,
Joe. That's my boy Joe. That's Joe Faria does that. My Boston boy.
The thumbnails, they're great.
Yeah, he figured out kind of what works for our little vibe is like, I like the privacy. It's you and me. That's it. There is no middleman in the room. There's no one else to make you feel a different way. And I sometimes can get some good vulnerability out of guests, which is what I like. You know, some guys don't want to commit, but a lot of guys will come in with, you know.
When I was on Whiskey Ginger, I got very vulnerable.
Yeah. It's nice to feel. It's nice to feel people like. Some guys are never going to do it. When I have fucking like Donnell on, he's always going to say, he's going to call me a racist and, you know, he's going to make a bunch of like, you're a white piece of shit jokes, which is fine. I am a white piece of shit. But like, he'll never like get to the other side.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, piece of shit. Sorry, I'm a piece of shit. You white piece of shit. Shit. But yeah, I love the show. I mean, I want to do it until I can't do it anymore.
And Tiger Belly.
Bobby's.
Right. That
him and Kalila.
Is Tiger Belly and Whiskey Ginger about the same?
No, I think they do more than us. They've been around for a long time, and I don't know if they're going to continue to do that show. I don't know what's going on over there, but you know.
Has there been some drama around Tiger Belly?
Yeah.
There's some crazy Shia going on over there. No, but I think they're still doing it. They traveled to Hawaii to go do a Hawaiian episode because Bobby's shooting in Hawaii 5, or no, not Hawaii 5-0. Why can't I think of the name of the show?
Magnum PI.
Magnum PI.
It's crazy that the Bad Friends, Two Bears, One Cave.
Fuck those guys.
Podcasts that don't require a guest.
Well, yeah.
Like it's where you've got a dynamic between two personalities that just...
Right. The difference between like our show and Two Bears is that we're funny. And then, and those guys are fat. So it's just you know what I mean? It's like fat guys versus funny guys. No, I love those fucking
funny guys. Always win.
You can't even joke around about that anymore because Tom is first of all, both of those guys are very funny. I'm joking. But also Tom is the skinniest I've ever seen him.
Dude, when I got to
Austin, it was annoying.
There's some people that get way better looking.
Well, dude, he fucking...
Money, dude. Money and time, dude, do a lot.
Yeah, but he tours with his, like, fitness coach now.
Yeah, for sure. Why not?
And, like, that's kind of cool.
If you're porky your whole life and then you got money, why wouldn't you want to do what you want to do? I mean, it's kind of like when people are like, why'd that guy get in shape? You're like, because it's his life and he felt like getting healthier. I mean, like...
Yeah, he looks great.
People want you to stay Bert size forever. They want Bert to stay Bert size. But is that good for Bert? I don't know. That's up to him.
The people with no profile pics want you to... stay shitty, but it's just
people with no profile. Dude, people with the egg has the emoji. Yeah, the fucking the filler, the
like
filler avatar.
Loser.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you're an AI bot, dude.
Yeah. You're Russian, dude. You're Russian. No, but I think the getting healthy thing is fucking. If that's what, dude, that's good. You know what that is? What Tom did? That's you getting sober. It's like that's what you needed for you to function better in life and to be the best version of you as a comic and a friend and a husband and a buddy. And so for him, it's like he feels like he obviously needs it. Because it's not for any other validation. It's for, I want to feel better, live longer for my kids.
Yeah.
That's great, dude. Get in shape. Do what you need to do.
At 39, Tom was probably like, at 40, I'm going to start getting better.
Yeah.
Look at Dana White. I mean, he is like, what, like 53, 54?
Remember that photo of him at the beach with his shirt off, just jacked, dude?
Dana White looks like so much better than he ever did, like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, like... Money and time, baby. Money and time. You got to have it, dude. You got to have it, and you got to commit to doing the thing. Like, I've been working out at a class here and going to the gym, and it's like, you just have to, like, balls up and do it. It'd be easier if I had trainers are the best.
Yeah.
You said that it's been difficult to be in Australia for a month and a half because the schedule of America, the time zone difference, requires you to get up at like just some stupid hour in the morning. Like you're getting up at like 4 in the morning? Yeah,
I'll do 4 or 5 a.m. if we have like a pitch. We're pitching this show. So it's like if I have to do those, you just have to. And you're miserable. I mean, you're sitting at the computer exhausted, especially if I shot the day before. because we're doing long shoot days, you know, like some of them have been nice and short, but some days are full days, you know, where you're up at 5 a.m. to take a car to do hair and makeup, to be on set, to shoot till 8 p.m. You get home enough time to like shove food in your face, maybe jerk off, and then you're waking up like, you know, only a couple hours later. It sucks. And you're waking up in the middle of the night to piss because you're a grown adult male. So it's like at some point your body gets all freaked out, you know, and you have like a crash Sunday, where Sunday I disappear into my bed for.
When do you get home finally?
Back in LA?
Yeah.
I go back April, and then we're on the road April 12th. So I think I'm back like the first or second week of April, and then I'm on the road pretty much right away.
April 12th is my first show of my encore tour of Australia.
You'll be down here. We start April 12th as well. April 12th is our first show.
Here?
No, we're not coming here.
Oh.
We're going to try to come here another time. But April 12th is our first show, Oklahoma City. That's so funny. April 12th is our first show, and our last one is in July or something. I have no idea.
I feel like...
We'll be in Darwin.
Darwin.
Do you have any part of you that feels like I've got to hurry up and tour before the world just crumbles around us and like,
Before the thing blows up?
Yeah.
I think not for me, but for bad friends, I want to tour bad. But for me, like just putting out the special and building shit, I only have an okay chunk of time now. So I'm not in a rush to go tour for me.
Yeah.
But for bad friends, yeah, I want to tour now bad because...
Well, he means as long as the opportunity is still hot.
I just feel
it's
like
going to be there. You created an audience. They're going to be there. They want to see you. They love you. That's that idea that it's like it's going to go away. That is a
Poverty consciousness.
That's a comedic poverty consciousness. That is something that we injected into our own psyche, and it's stupid. It's not healthy.
All right.
It's going to be there. Your fans love you. They're not there tonight because of the timing. They're there because they like you and they want to see you. And it didn't matter if it was in 7 months or 10 months. That's something I learned from the older heads, that they're like.
I'm bummed that we're both doing shows in Mullen.
I know. I would have come by. I would have liked to come by your show. I know. I want to come see it too. That's what's even more of a bummer because I'm working out.
I have a link to it. If you know.
What time's your show?
8.
7.
Doors
8.
are at 8 is the show.
Yeah,
Don't you have 2 shows tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing two quick little shows.
Yeah.
2 quickies.
I'll give you a link to it, man.
Yeah, send it to me,
would
for
mean
real.
The world. It's like exactly 1 hour on the link.
Okay, I want to see it. Yeah, it'll be fun because I'm working out. Like I told them, I'm doing new shit. I said it. The poster says new shit down under. Like I'm just working out a ton of different stuff, and you know, it's like a fun little tight comedy club.
How long are you doing?
I'll probably do an hour.
I'll probably work out for an hour.
Yeah, I have like 45 of like new shit that I like.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably do a bunch of interactive stuff because I've never been down here. So I want to talk to some of these fucking people because I've never ever performed down here. It's rad. It's pretty rad. The getting noticed in the streets here is so much different than in the States. Because in the States, you know, they see you, they know you. Here, they're like almost mad that you're here.
Yeah.
Like I've had so many guys be like, "What are you doing here, mate? Why are you here?" Like angry. I'm like, "I'm shooting a movie," and they're like, "Why?" They're like, they're like mad you're in their town.
Yeah.
But like they can't believe it. But it's cool. I'm learning that I should have come here a long time ago. I fucked up. Like I should have been here already. But we're here now. Well, you know, and I'll come back. I will 100% come back here and do a run of Australia. I don't know if it's going to be as big as yours. How many cities are you doing total in Australia?
Oh my God.
22, then coming back and doing like
There's only
25.
22 cities in Australia.
Yeah.
But when you say 22, you're counting
that's
New Zealand.
But then I think the next
one is 19.
Yeah.
But there are 3 of them or 4 of them are encore, same city.
That's great, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's funny you were saying that about like people were like, "What are you doing here?" Do you remember yesterday when we were riding the bikes and those 2 girls were like driving and they pulled over, and the one girl pulled over and she's like, "Dude, I'm fucking crazy in the head. Like, is this real? Like, is this really happening?"
Yeah.
And like, I believed her that like it's so crazy to see you there that she honestly didn't know if that was reality or not. Like, she had to like talk about that out loud.
Yeah, they're stunned. They're like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. They kind of can't come. They're like, why would you be here in the place
In
that I live?
Ballarat.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you're also so far away from home.
It's
Yeah.
only like 7,000
Kilometers, mate.
Yeah, it's
miles.
only a 16-hour flight. Quick little puddle jumper.
I think, how long have we been going over here?
Word
Oh,
shit.
an hour and an hour.
Eat
an hour and
shit,
3
dude.
minutes.
How long have you guys been working together?
Not that long. We've got Jeremy over here for
Like 6 months, 8 years.
Do you like him? Do we like this guy?
We love this guy.
do.
We love him.
He
Yeah.
directs stuff for like
Discovery and Nat
Channel,
Geo.
like
Wow.
like high level, like
Yeah, he looks like a nerd. I like him. I like him a lot.
high level.
He's got that cool
production every year.
nerd like vibe where he's.
How many times have you seen the Northern Lights?
Well, I lived in Alaska for a couple of years.
Yeah.
A bit.
Have you ever seen Northern Lights?
No, man. You know what's? Well, no. I mean, I'll lie and say yeah, but I didn't. I was in Iceland and they said they could see him, and I was like, I don't think I can see him.
So I guess
Yeah.
in Tasmania they have the Southern Lights.
Right.
see that.
Now Northern Lights, it's where the sky flashes these incredible green colors, and it's called like areola aboleus or something.
Areola Arborealis or
Arborealis.
No, wait. Why did I just? No,
it's definitely not areola.
Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, the Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, Aurora Borealis.
I mean,
Areola.
I'm like, you nerd, you knew that, like, and then apparently, like, everybody knows that. But dude,
They do.
I've been skunked by the Northern Lights in Norway, Iceland, Alaska, like maybe somewhere else too. I'm gonna write a diss track
On Northern Lights?
Yeah, they fucked me every time, and it's gonna be called "Eat Shy."
Eat shy, Northern Lights.
Shy.
Eat shy, Northern Lights. Dear Northern Lights, eat shy. What's that song? Isn't that the Grateful Dead? No.
Eat Shy.
The Northern Lights. Isn't that the Grateful
I
Dead?
think it's
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking
I think
about?
it's talking about
It's a
the
poem by
the
Robert
headlights
Service.
on a Northern train.
Is that Casey Jones?
No, it's I Know You Rider.
Come on, dude.
I
that
can't
is-
think of it right now.
Have you ever seen the Northern Lights?
Keep going. That's like Janis Joplin.
Grateful Dead song about Northern Lights. Come on, dude. We got to get it, dude. Nope.
Yeah.
Well, with that, let me
Tried it.
let me tell you, I'm a huge fan of your comedy.
Ditto,
dude.
dog.
I,
Ditto.
Like if anybody has not seen Cheeseburger
Brisske.
on Netflix, then they did Netflix tell you it performed great?
Yeah, we got the numbers. They do like a 13-day and then a 23-day or something. I don't even remember what
I
it
mean,
was.
for God's sakes, good quality content is going to find an audience, and that Cheeseburger special is fantastic.
Thank you, dude.
I genuinely love it.
Thank you, man. We did good, despite all the odds of Netflix doing zero promotion whatsoever, which I've called them out for, and they'll admit it. They fucking suck. They suck
Yeah.
they don't help you do shit. Unless you're Chris Rock, they ain't pushing you at all. So I'm glad that we, like, our fan bases did it, because of stuff like this, and our mutual fan bases helped grow it organically, so millions of people saw it, which is dope. So without them, dude, they didn't do fucking shit. Netflix didn't do shit. They did not. They did literally.
Yeah.
No, they literally do nothing. You didn't do shit, Netflix. They're like, it looks great. And you're like, thanks, man. What's up? And they're like, that's it. We're gone.
Yeah.
They disappear, man.
It's in the algorithm, baby.
Netflix is a. Yeah, they're like a really bad dad. They just like,
Yeah, but I made a lot of money off their stock price last 3 months, which
They do. That's huge. Wait,
dropped-
aren't they doing bad? Or
they went
doing-
from 700 to
You jumped in when
180.
they did bad.
It went from like $700 down to 180, and I bought it at 180, and then it jumped up to like 360.
Hell yeah, but you got to sell for that to mean anything.
Never.
Yeah, don't, dude. Hold on, dude. To the moon, right?
Hodl.
Yeah, to the moon.
Yeah, shit.
You still got your Bored Ape NFTs? You got all your NFTs locked up?
I meant to ask you,
wish.
Yeah.
do people, how many people think your actual name is Cheeto?
I mean, most people call me Cheeto. Yeah, like I think some people don't know my first name is Andrew, but also nobody calls me Andrew. People say Santino or
Yeah.
Cheeto. If I hear Andrew, something's up.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's like either a family member or an
Yeah.
assassin.
And so
Or the
everybody,
feds.
if you haven't seen Cheeseburger,
Go on
watch
Netflix.
Cheeseburger
Please.
on Netflix. It is a fantastic comedy special, and that's coming from a guy who doesn't even particularly enjoy watching stand-up.
I love you. I appreciate that. And also, this is a tip. A lot of times I get people that are in Norway or Sweden or wherever, and they're like, we can't see it.
VPN?
VPN, but also, this is a trick I learned from a dude, an Austrian dude online, hit me up. If you change your Netflix settings to American, you don't have to change anything else. You just change it to American. You can change it back. It will show you more American programming. So the fucked up thing is when you're Netflix overseas, it's catering to your local, your local IP. So it will automatically kind of
That sounds
make it harder to
helpful, but-
find.
That sounds helpful, but no substitute for NordVPN. Yeah.
VPN is the way to go. I think everyone should be using VPNs anyway. But just change your fucking settings and then you can see it. If you change it to American settings, those are English speaking countries and they just can't see it.
I said Cheeto Santino because that is your Instagram handle.
Cheeto Santino. Cheeto Santino the Cheeto. And go watch Cheeseburger. Eat a cheeseburger while you do it. I had so many people eat cheeseburgers while they were watching it.
Really?
I thought that was rad. Yeah. Who doesn't like a cheeseburger?
I want to see people comment on your last Instagram pic. Eat shit.
Eat shy. Eat shy.
Eat shy.
Eat shy. I want to see a bunch of eat shies under there, please.
Yeah, eat shy.
Eat shy. Throw 'em-
SHIY.
Shy.
And do it
Shy.
twice.
I'm writing eat shy on a shirt. If you're not doing it, I'm doing it.
I,
Taking it.
Yeah, can we
Taking
do it and do like a pre-sale? like a
Why don't we just
merch
print the
drop.
text? Why don't we print the text and put it on a shirt for both of
Ooh,
us?
sick. This is a little skate ride over there. Just did a bitch and ollie.
Have you seen the skate park over there across the street? By the way, in
I
the
have
park.
not.
You honestly go by. There is a massive half pipe, and I was like,
Wow.
Most public parks don't have half pipes anymore, just for insurance. But in America,
Yeah.
they have little kickers, and you know what I mean. This has a legit huge half pipe, and I was like, holy shit! And there were a couple of dudes on it yesterday.
We took our boy Isaac to the emergency room yesterday for skateboarding.
Is that your crutches?
Over there, yeah.
What did he do? What happened?
He ate shy.
You ate shy?
Yeah, he ate shy big time, and now he's gonna have to have knee surgery.
Tore your MCL?
They think it might be meniscus, but I think it might
Meniscus.
Yeah, you're done for, dude.
You're fucked. Buddy.
How old are you?
be 25.
You'll be back in a week.
Yeah, easy. All right,
25.
dude. Anything else we can tell people about? Bad Friends
No,
Tour.
go see the Bad Friends Tour. Go to
Pod.
badfriendspod.com for all the dates. We're coming to 33 cities. If your city's not on the list, it's probably going to be added. So stop freaking out at us online.
Yeah,
And,
badfriendspod.com for the Bad Friends Tour. Cheeto Santino on
Instagram and Twitter, and keep going to see Steve live so he can learn that his fans are there forever and they're not just going to need him for right now. So he has some confidence about it and stops feeling
I was less
overwhelmed.
concerned about their desire for me than just the fiat currency becoming worthless and the world being like.
Well, dude, the world is going to
ruins.
collapse, so just strap in
Yeah,
and have
the
fun.
world is going to collapse.
Yeah,
for
fuck it.
sure.
We're
We're still
here.
going to make epic content to help people.
That's right, dude.
All right, dude. I love you, man. Thank
Love you, brother. That was rad. Did you, by the way, how did you guys get? Did you guys get in touch with them and say we need the conference room, and they were cool about it? These people.
Yeah, we just showed up and they said, well, we haven't used the conference room since the pandemic. And we were like, great, so it's available.
Be camp till sleep.
They've been pretty cool. It's been so weird though.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? I just want to check in with you guys. I'm now in New Zealand. I have not been home for just about an entire month, and to say that I'm fried would be an understatement. I'm my whole team. We're out here like we're dying. Excited to get home, that is for sure, and excited about this podcast. It was a long time coming. I know this one's going to do well. I know you guys had to have just enjoyed it. Please do the thing where you show some love to Mr. Cheeto Santino. I would love it if you guys would post something, tag him, let him know that you enjoyed it. Maybe tell him to eat shy. That's SHIY. And of course, I love you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for sticking around. Yeah, dude. Hey everybody, and welcome to an accountable Wild Ride with Steve-O. I gotta say that in the 2 days since we recorded this podcast, I've thought long and hard about not putting it out, because do I really want to be that exposed for the things that I felt compelled to talk about? Is it even appropriate to talk about these things at a public level? You know, I took account of where I'm at and how I feel and what I'm struggling with. And, you know, it's what it is. And it's very, very juicy, to say the least. Plus, man, am I just choked up with gratitude for the part about my team and what my man Paul Brisske has to say about me as a boss. That was really heavy. It's just all like very raw and honest, and let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, me and the guys. We've got the gorgeous Paul Brisske in the house.
Hello, everybody.
He's back.
Vinny.
You.
Imperati.
That's right.
Scott Randolph. The Wild Ride crew. And
Wendy.
Wendy. It's my birthday, and I got the blues, man. Like I don't like birthdays, and it didn't even have to be my birthday. I was already struggling.
Why don't you like your birthday?
I thought you were upset because we didn't text you on your birthday.
No. That's my number one thing, is that, and there's a lot of things. It's not number one. I don't like how I gotta battle through hundreds of text messages. You know, it's just annoying. Like, I had to just bombard it. That was my whole morning. It's just, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, really appreciate it. Yeah, I love you. You know, like,
For somebody that loves attention so much, that's kind of like, that's surprising.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
At what age did you start hating your birthdays?
26.
He knows it on the dot.
100%. 26. I remember 25, I was working in nightclubs as a circus clown, just getting drunk and lighting myself on fire, doing fire breathing backflips in this nightclub. And I got fired for getting too drunk, but I got the job on cruise ships. I was stoked. I was celebrating. The next year, 26, I'm working in the circus. And I showed up to work. Everybody's there. Like the whole day, I did not tell one person that it was my birthday because I was bummed that I was 26.
Why? What's 26?
Yeah, because that's old. Like,
I mean, it was older than I cared to be, and it was just all downhill from there. You know, I'm 26. 25 was cool, but 26 is a step too far.
man, this sort of like the end of like some sort of childhood. Like, no one says like, you're young when you're 26. At 25, they sort of say that still, but
Yeah,
like,
they do. Everybody's older than 26 says, you're young.
I mean, now, like, I'm 49. It's a straight bummer, you know? Like, and every year, my birthday just makes me a whole year older. It's this annoying day that makes you an entire year older when you don't want to be older. And people bug you with texts all day. And what else?
But isn't it like isn't it like a blessing because you didn't think you're gonna live past 30 anyway? So like you're like, dude, I'm fucking plus 9. You know.
Sure. Now, like I can talk about some positives too about how getting older, when you go through life and you manage to learn from your mistakes and make appropriate adjustments to overcome and whatever, you know, like what ends up happening is you kind of get better at the art of living. And I can't help, even though this just probably sounds douchey and arrogant, but I genuinely feel that I've gotten a lot better at living. And when you get better at life, it really takes a lot of the pain out of getting older. It's like, yeah, I'm older, but I'm better. And I do feel like I'm better in a lot of ways. So there's that. But why I've been struggling, and it doesn't have anything to do with my birthday. This has been going on. Like,
You gonna bring it up?
I don't know what you're talking about. No, like, I don't know what you're talking about. What I'm talking about is this dynamic that I've started seeing happen on my social media. When I'm posting on social media, I want to post like what's gonna crush. You know, I want to this is gonna be a banger. It's gonna crush, and I'm posting like, you know, like gnarly stunts, like jackass clips. You know, like, and I don't want to post just like what's going on with me and where I'm at. You know, because like what's going on with me and where I'm at isn't like super exciting. It's not something that's gonna totally crush. I just can't bring myself to post something where I'm just sitting there, like whatever happens to be going on. I want it to be some kind of like super high level crazy thing, but then I just see that on social media, what I'm posting is just kind of not representative of who I am, I was really conflicted about when I twice I've posted me getting choked unconscious, and with Michael Bisping in the octagon, there's something super official about that, and it got all this press, and I was stoked. But in the back of my mind too, I'm because I know Jeff Tremaine and Knoxville just hate that so much.
What, they
just
choking
seeing it
out
again?
video?
They hate seeing me get choked out.
Oh.
They hate the idea of putting that out there as something that's cool, it's just like they think it's dark.
Well, why did you put it out there?
Because I thought it would crush. And it did. Not only did it crush, it got picked up by Sports Illustrated.
So many outlets.
Like the Daily Mail, TMZ.
Wait, you getting choked out by Mike, but not by Michael Bisping?
By Michael Bisping.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one where you got choked out 6 times.
Right, and then that's the thing, is that it was just like a couple weeks ago I posted Michael Bisping, but then I'm like, I want to promote my upcoming UK tour, so what footage do I have from the UK that's a tie-in, where I can, and I was like, oh dude, I'll post the getting choked out 6 times, and dude, I went back and deleted that. I don't know if you noticed that. I went back and deleted it for 2 reasons. One, I thought it was just like a community guidelines violation waiting to happen. I mean, can we even touch on how ridiculous it is that if I post even the most slightly underdressed and not sexual, but scantily, like anything even remotely half naked with lux. Boom. Like they're so sensitive about
All platforms.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But
Are
that
you talking about
surprises
all-
me because I see like super hot chicks wearing almost nothing like all the time on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's that I'm under a spotlight. I think I know the reason why all the platforms got so sensitive about sexuality is because of what was in that Pornhub documentary. Did you guys watch that?
I did, yeah.
The documentary on Netflix.
Look at his hat. No shit, he watched the Pornhub documentary.
Vinny's over there wearing a Brazzers hat. The Pornhub documentary was crazy. Like the law used to be that. Like Facebook, whatever, like that none of these platforms were responsible for what got posted on them because they're not media platforms. They're just like servers, so they're like, hey man, we're just a platform where people can put stuff up. We're not responsible for what people put up. And that kind of makes sense, to an extent. But with Pornhub, they were like, people were uploading like criminal stuff, there was like non-consensual stuff. There was like stuff with minors,
Yeah.
and their Pornhub's taking the position, hey man, we're just a platform where people upload stuff. We're not responsible for what gets uploaded.
So now they can get in trouble.
Now that a law changed not too long ago where they put their foot down and they were like, yo, like you are responsible for particularly around sex stuff. So like anything remotely sexy, boom, taken down. But I post being violently strangled unconscious and thrown onto my head 6 times in a row, and it's totally cool with Instagram.
Yeah, but isn't that the problem? Like it can be replicated by people?
I mean,
It wasn't the thing about Jackass was like you guys were doing stunts that couldn't be replicated?
Imitatability was a high concern.
Okay.
Like anything that's easily imitated, it represents more liability.
So that's why MTV couldn't show that.
Well, we filmed like the entire cast being choked out by Gene LaBelle for the first Jackass movie, and even with the R rating, but I don't know that ever even made it to the Motion Picture Association for ratings purposes. I think Spike Jonze, Knoxville, Tremaine just thought it was dark and didn't want it in. I don't
There
think
was
that.
no humor in it.
Yeah, maybe probably.
So what exactly are you blue about? That you've disappointed Knoxville and Tremaine by posting 2 chokeout videos?
No, it's not that.
No, I know what it is, and I think it's getting back to the point of like you're like sitting here working your ass off to do a post, and like I don't know why you're blue about it, but I think the problem is that you're trying to, when you post on social media, you're trying to go quality over quantity. When what your idea would have been cool in 2009, 2010, like you know what I mean? It's like a sacred page where people would go to look at your shit. But now I feel like everything's all algorithm based, and they're going to reward you based off quantity, not quality. But you're still in the thing where like I can't post that because it's not fucking epic. But like here's all these other people that are posting complete bullshit, and their numbers are growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for that. Like I want like. I'm just so sensitive about how stuff performs, like I want it to be like epic, I want it to crush, I want it to be rad, and what I got to do is just like relax, but I really need to just have like help with it so that
I think, but like if you look at other people that are in your same world, like they're just blatantly promoting shit. And like what you like to do, and I don't know if you've told people this or you noticed, but like you like to have it behind the fold, so
Yeah.
people could like you're still giving them entertaining stuff, and you're not pissing anybody off by soliciting. And if they like, it's like you putting a promotion at the end of a video. It's
Yeah.
like it's for a certain amount of people that really want it there versus up front.
I want to tell a story and then use the story to organically promote something that is like tied to the story. And we did that really well with the Johnny O boards. We told this rad story about me in Knoxville, and and then it went in. The best we ever did it was with Tony Hawk, when we told the story about my history with Tony Hawk and the double wall ride, and then we sold those prints. Like I really am super proud that my main channel isn't a bunch of like includes paid promotion where it's like, I mean, that podcasts that are that, and that's how podcasts work. But my main channel is really like it's my baby, and I only.
But what is the problem? Because we're almost there.
We're almost there. Why am I blue?
But in pertaining to social media and like, I think you're like 5%. We're almost there.
Yeah. What it is that I'm scared of me and just the way I am, like not being rad and awesome enough. Like I want to maintain this persona, like this image of like just the guy who's the wildest thing you've ever seen, and like everything's so gnarly, and I'm just feeling that that's not like authentic to who I really am, but who I really am like isn't a crusher, like who and so I'm just scared of. I'm scared of easing into like who I really am, and that like it's not going to engage with as many people, and I just have to like come to terms with who I really am, put that out there, and whoever is down with it is down with it.
But why is there something that you like? Give us an example of something that you wanted to post, but you thought like, no way, I can't do that.
Everything.
Like what?
I mean,
you meditating?
like what do I want? I mean, I put on my stories like my meditation streak and
but
stuff.
Is there something you have in mind that you're not saying that you're like?
Okay, I mean, dude, I have a million ideas on the whiteboard. You know what? Not only do I have a million ideas, but I feel empowered to make them happen. And that's just what's up. And it's a good thing this episode is brought to you by BetterHelp, because look, this was super therapeutic, this whole conversation. And if you're thinking, man, I really should have this kind of a situation for myself where I speak up about what's going on, what's bothering me, process it, figure out the way forward, then there's no better way to do that than BetterHelp. Because it's a whole network of super qualified, licensed therapists. You can like plug in exactly what it is that you want to talk about, what you want to work on, and be matched with somebody who specializes in that area. I use it, I love it, and it's really helpful, and I'm very happy to be sending you to betterhelp.com/Stevo for 10% off your first month. And again, it's like a network of licensed professionals, and BetterHelp.com has matched like 3 million people with therapists, and mental health is a thing. So it's BetterHelp.com/Stevo. BetterHelp.com/Stevo for 10% off your first month. Now let's get back to it. Like this tour bus that we're in, this piece of shit RV. I'm dying for you to find an RV dealership that has the same exact make and model and year, like brand new, so that we can go and do a tour of how this thing began, and then cut to all of the ridiculous changes that I've made in here. Like a before and after Stevo's tour bus video.
And what, you're hesitant of making that video?
I'm hesitant.
Because you think it won't perform well, or because people are going to say like, oh, this dude used to be so rad, now he's making his RV?
More that I don't think it's going to perform very well.
And are you talking?
Yeah, but doesn't that take the fun out of everything?
That's
You know
what
what I mean? It's like,
for.
I know Paul's the editor, so you're so intimately tied into this.
Sure.
Like you've got to be understanding where I'm coming from.
But are you talking about YouTube? Or are you talking about Instagram? You talking
Everything.
everything he's talking
Yeah,
about.
I mean, there's a number of things you're kind of talking about here, because yes, like you're sort of obsessed with outside validation, but that's
Yeah.
also your whole career, and your income is based on outside people being like, that dude's rad, I want to pay for what he's done. But also for you to post like something not an insane stunt, it's like nobody looks at the legacy of Stevo any less because you're not stapling your balls to your leg today.
Right.
Like you did. Like it's like Paul McCartney when he makes an album. Not exactly comparing you to Paul McCartney, but like when he makes an album, like it doesn't kill that. It's not Sgt. Pepper, but like we don't think of Paul McCartney any less. Like he's the dude that made Sgt. Pepper. Like
Right.
Your legacy is intact.
And I've been okay with putting up videos that are just like stories and like don't have to be super gnarly, but there's just like got to be something like high level about it. You know
I guess.
what I mean?
I like that you hold yourself to some standard. I think, and especially like you can compartmentalize these things. The YouTube channel, we hold a really high standard for what we put out.
Yeah.
And like we don't like to put out something that's like, who wants to watch 20 minutes of like us painting the RV?
But like an Instagram post, like when you see Bert Kreischer be like, dude, I got doing a story, like I got 10 tickets left, come get it. I got 1 ticket left. Like you would never in a million years tell the world that you had 10 tickets. You wouldn't do that. Like, what do you think
I
about?
know, and here I am, like, getting ready to tape this unbelievable bucket list special in London, England, and I haven't even been able to bring myself to
Why?
promote it.
Yeah,
Like,
what's the reason behind it?
I don't know. I gotta do it.
No,
dude.
but why? Like, what do you think about?
I just feel like it's not, it's not going to be well received. It's not going to be like people are stoked.
But if I was in, like, dude, if I'm looking on a story and I'm just like, oh, dude, Bert just took a shit. Oh, fucking Rogan just posted another part. Like, I'm not mad at these guys. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, it's quick info. If I'm a fan of Steve in London, I'm like, oh, dude, like, Steve's in London.
All right.
Fuck, I'm gonna.
And then also, like, there's so many different creative ways that you can go about doing like a
Right.
promo of a tour. You know what I mean? Like, look at Bert, look at Matt Rife. The one that Matt Rife just released, he did one with like Ashton Kutcher. You know, and it was pretty funny. He just like released his world tour that he's doing. Like,
Yeah.
you could figure out creative ways to promote shit.
But
you
even
know?
if it tanks, like, it's the whole point
Yeah.
of social media to fucking just feed the beast.
And if it tanks, that just means they scrolled past it. Nobody, like, people don't go to your Instagram to like see like what's new, what's happening,
Right,
and then
right.
they're like, oh, I was let down. That was a waste of my time. It's like I'm scrolling for hours and hours.
or sometimes
Oh,
they won't even
Steve-O.
push it. The Instagram won't even push the video.
Dude, it's like idiocracy. They're just like, that's literally people. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think what it is, there's some way that when like a story is well received, then it gets prioritized. It'll be like all the way to the left on your row of stories on the top. Like if people are really engaging with it, like Instagram can tell what people are engaging with. They'll push that up. And so if
Really? I
something's
didn't
not
know that.
engaging, then it's just never gonna ever come into the.
But sometimes it's going to happen, sometimes it's not. And it's like, if you put a lot of effort into something and it doesn't hit, then like,
Right.
And I feel like it just like it takes the fun out of everything. And when you take the fun out of everything, like what are we doing this for?
Right.
I guess we're making. Yeah, it's the
I
paycheck,
know.
but it's like what? Like why did we start doing this in the first place? It's because it's fucking fun, you know.
Right.
So it's like that's the main thing. Like you're
Yeah.
just stressing so hard about
People
like,
just want content.
like analytics, and I get it because we do bust our ass to make these videos, but at some point it's like when is this not
I
fun
know.
anymore? You know.
It's so scary how like democratic and like just it's right, the numbers are right there. You could just see like
But if,
you know,
if someone didn't see it, then they didn't even know you posted it in the first place. Like, if it only got 10 views, that means only 10 people even know it's there. Like, no, like the million people that didn't see it aren't upset with you.
Right. Well, I'm glad I brought this up. Thank you guys for that. And I really, and I don't mind being vulnerable and letting people.
no, it's a
all
big step. I'm actually surprised. It's like very painful for you to talk about. I can see it.
Yeah.
But it's good because like it's all bullshit. Like no, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, and it's a tough paradox to live in. Like, we do give a fuck when they do well, and when they do well,
Yeah,
like,
of course.
that's awesome. And like, you should give a fuck about what you're doing. Like, that's why you're so successful. But also, like, your art is your art, and you have to have fun doing it, like Vinny said. And like, if you love it, put it out.
Right.
You know, like,
I do really love the before and after tour bus video.
Well, yeah. What else do you want out there?
I mean, dude, I got a whole whiteboard full of.
Is that why we're not doing it? Not because we're not busy. It's because you just don't want to. Because there's some good shit up there, dude.
Well, there's a ton of stuff up there, and yeah, like we gotta move forward with some content, and in more of a general sense, not just about what I do or do not post on social media. Like I just think that like it's kind of the same idea, but like my bucket list show is so like high level, like intense, like everything is stuff that could not have happened on Jackass because it's just like somehow gnarlier, most of it. And I've absolutely got this next tour in me, the Gone Too Far tour, even higher level, but I'm not going to spend that much time doing so. Like, I've got a high level tour, and I know my next tour is going to be super high level, like intense. And but otherwise, I'm just not I'm just feeling mortal.
we're all mortal.
Yeah.
We're all mortal.
I know.
I think a good thing is like people listening in the comments, like fucking, give Steve some love or give him a shout out, like saying it's not a big deal,
Yeah.
I think that's.
I mean, nobody's mad at Mike Tyson for not fighting right now.
Right.
Nobody's like, you're Mike Tyson. You're the fucking, like, why aren't you in the ring? Like,
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
we love him. We love him. He fought. He's a champ. Still the champ. Like, but he's doing podcasts. He's doing
Right.
like.
But he's posting, you know what I mean? He has somebody else just posting bullshit for him, and I'm not like, fuck Mike Tyson. I'm like, dude, yes, Mike Tyson's the shit. Like, keep posting. I want to see more.
And I also think, sorry to interrupt you, I also think like people enjoy seeing like
Every aspect.
every aspect of a celebrity. Like me personal, most of the time I like the behind the scenes shit more than the actual content. You know what I mean? Like as far as like Jackass goes, I think I like the .5s better sometimes. You know, and
A lot of people have said that.
yeah, and it's just like it shows you as a human. And like it's the same with the podcast. It's like do more solo podcasts. You guys are great just shooting the shit. You know, it's like because we're us.
Authentic.
You know, we're authentic.
It doesn't have to be a banger gas. We're putting so much work into it. It's like this will probably get decent amount of views. You know what I mean? More than fucking.
I know it's crazy.
Steveoki.
It's crazy how like we get these guests, so many of our guests, and people aren't interested
I know.
in the guest.
Yeah.
And it's probably worth noting that we're putting up 2 podcasts, I think, per week for like a 3-week stretch.
Yeah, I think people will like that. But I do also want to. I didn't want to clear up the air, but this is something that we've never talked about on here. But like, kind of just been maybe hearsay, or maybe we have. But Paul's back in the studio.
There have been a lot of people asking what happened to the gorgeous Paul Brisske. Did you guys have a falling out? Was it a scandal? And we're going to let you know exactly what happened. And I'm glad that we're addressing it. And I'm glad that I'm addressing my health with AG1. I'm telling you, man, I'm very ritualistic. Meditate, yoga, AG1, then coffee. And you can jump on this, man. AG1 is the most delicious nutritional supplement to start your day with, and it fills in all the gaps in your diet. It's got everything you need for gut health, like everything, man. I love this stuff, man. And if you go to drinkag1.com/Stevo, they will give you an entire year's supply of vitamin D to boost your immunity and 5 free travel packs of this comprehensive and convenient AG1 nutritional supplement. Jump on this deal. Go to drinkag1.com/Stevo. Yeah, dude. Now let's get back to it.
And
I mean, Paul's the studio, technically, the editing room. Paul's never left.
But people always ask where Paul Brisske
Yeah,
is, and
thank
you need
you.
to talk about, like, you know, where you went, why, what the whole thing happened, or, you know, what's
Well,
going on.
I think the question is, where didn't he go?
Yeah, that is the question.
So what's been going on in the world of the gorgeous Paul Brisske?
I mean, people think you got fired, but that's not the
No,
case at
not
all.
even.
Like,
No,
you've
no,
been-
I didn't get fired. I don't know. I've always sort of tried to keep like my work life and my personal pursuits a little separate, right? And try to not be too like sucked into things that I have a feeling of autonomy and freedom as I go about. And so like, you know, I was saying like, oh, I'm going to Argentina for 2 weeks to record an album. And I kind of did that a
And
lot.
you were trying to move to Phoenix, too.
And I was going to move to Tucson, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I was going to
moving
move
to
to
Arizona.
Tucson. So, but yeah, I've just been traveling a lot and recording a lot of music. This year I was in Italy for 2 weeks, and we were like in this wine cellar of a 100-year-old house, like recording an album. And then I went to Argentina and worked on it. I don't know, I just travel a lot, and I really value my autonomy. And like
Yeah.
what this show deserves and needs is like someone who's like here all the time and going to be in every episode. So it kind of just made sense. There wasn't like a big blowout. I think maybe people assumed there was like, you fucking blew it, you're fired. It was just kind of like...
no.
And that's why I bring
Yeah,
it
just
up,
kinda
because I want to
fizzled.
like make that known that like, dude, we've never been upset with you or anything like that. If anything, encourage you to focus on your
Yeah,
music.
absolutely.
And so that's why I brought it up, just so people listening know
Yeah.
that like it's been all love the whole time with you.
yeah.
I love that, and it's also really impressive how you figured out how to remotely edit from anywhere in the world. Like, our workflow is completely global. While we were in Australia, we're recording podcasts. We're uploading them into the cloud. Like, Paul's off in Argentina and pulling them off of the cloud onto the server at the house in Los Angeles and remotely cutting it together. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter where in the world any of us are. Like, we're able to operate at a high level, and that's incredible. And so Paul's been the quarterback of the media department, like, without interruption
The whole time.
Yeah, and I, candidly, at one point I was like, man, like, you know, Paul, you're traveling so much. Like, I feel like what we need is consistency. And Paul was like, yeah, dude, I totally get it, man, easy. And but it's good to have you. It's good to have
Thank
you.
you.
back.
It's good to be here. And I'd be lying if I didn't say sometimes I sort of mourn like that I like lost this consistent gig of being on the show. Like I always told you I love being on the podcast, and like so like sometimes I go like, oh man, maybe I blew it, maybe I squandered an opportunity. But in the end, I remind myself like, I don't know. While I was doing it, I was kind of thinking like, man, I wish I had a little more freedom to move around. So
Yeah.
I'm glad.
But you're making music now. You have working to get your music that you've been working on.
Yeah, go to That Kid Is You on Spotify, Instagram, everywhere. We have an album we made a few years ago that I left for 2 weeks to do a few times. That album's called Argentina. And we have a new one that's sort of like in the works right now that we started in Italy and then worked on more in Argentina. But yeah, That Kid Is You. That's my band.
And you made an album with your fiance.
And I made an album with my fiance, Christine. That's called The Modern Mystics, also on Spotify and everywhere.
And you have a podcast going on.
And I have my own podcast called the Elk Lodge Podcast. You can find us on Spotify, YouTube. You guys are the best. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I've always felt supported in this, and like, you know, sometimes I'm like, man, maybe I made a mistake, or maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but it felt right to me to travel and to do the things I'm doing, and so I've just always kind of followed my heart and my gut, and that's where I'm at.
Man. I've always felt selfishly like I want you all to myself. You just work on my stuff. And like, I also would never hold anybody back from pursuing their dreams. And so like, I just, as much as I want you all to myself, I've been completely supportive and encouraging of you doing whatever you want to do.
Which is an incredible compliment, and like, very appreciated as well.
Yeah. And the fact that you've figured out this remote working so that, you know, I mean, dude, I got people hustle on my team, man. Like, with all of this being in different countries, putting these videos and podcasts together, like, there's time zones at play. And like, I can't count the times that Paul has stayed up until like 6 o'clock in the morning to get something out, you know?
In the time zone that I'm in, yeah.
Yeah, like, the dedication, the loyalty from every one of you guys and everybody else on my team is off the charts, man.
Yeah. I mean, while we're publicly praising people, like, you're like the raddest boss I've ever had, and you do such a great, like, look at the people around, like, we're like bros, you know? It's like we all say like, I love you, and we mean it, and like, not a lot of work environments are that way, feel that way. Like, there's no like weird HR department or like corporate structure to this, yet it's like a fully legit like company that's cranking out incredible stuff. So it's awesome.
Dude, thank you for that, dude.
Yeah.
I'm all choked up. So what's going on in the world of Scott Randolph over here?
Nothing. I'm just got my house, and I got my dad there right now, and he's.
Have you seen us staying in your guest room?
No. I have a guy, because it's on a hillside, so I have the seismic operator like trying to figure out the pilings to see if it's safe over there right now.
Safe what, to build more stuff?
To build more stuff and to see if the existing is safe, you know, to see if like the pilings are.
Isn't
like,
that something that you're supposed to do before you buy the house?
Yeah. They did that, but then there's some stuff going on in the back that I wanted to check out because it's kind of like leaning a little bit. And the guy who came over to build, he's like, "Are you sure this passed?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, look at this." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck."
He like puts a ping pong ball on the floor, just rolls to the side.
Yeah, and then Cordell comes over to do my table, and he's like, "You have a marble?" I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "The house looks like it's leaning over." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here." You know, but
oh, dude. Couple things. We did not score a touchdown with those fart noises.
I blame myself for that. I should have known as an editor that's nobody wants. That's going to be distracting. And
I mean, I only wanted it just during the one part where he said it a million times because he was talking about taking a shit with with Lil Dicky.
Okay, so maybe I mean I dropped out every fuck because we were getting dinged on YouTube, and like we want this podcast to perform well, and we don't want things working against us.
People thought like we were censoring it because I think they said all the shits were taken out or something like that.
We took out every shit and fuck, but if it was
Jesus, let's mellow out. Like we get dinged if you swear too many times in one space.
Yeah. And if it was so if he was actually talking about shit like poop, I put in a fart sound. If he just said like, yeah, we were like hanging out and shit, and then it was just dropped out.
People were pissed.
Yeah, and so I apologize, everybody. That's on me. You should still go check out That Kid Is You.
What's going on, Steve?
We brought that up because it's a problem when you use profanity too much, and then we just threw out like 18 profanity words. Can you believe these guys? I mean, why were we even talking about that? Profanity, man. It's vulgar. But nothing is more vulgar than a nasty, big, hairy bush. And that's why I'm so happy to give you guys this epic deal from manscaped.com. Look, dudes, it's summertime. You're going to be taking off your shirt. You're going to be at the pool. You're maybe even going to be in bed with some ladies. And there's nothing that grosses a woman out more than an unkempt disaster in your nether region. So if you haven't tried it yet, then it's time to try Manscaped. And if you go to manscaped.com and use the promo code STEVO, you can get 20% off your order plus free shipping. And what do you want to order? Let me tell you, the Weed Whacker. It takes care of all the nose hair, all the ear hair. It is just worth its weight in gold. Thank God for the Weed Whacker from Manscaped, and extra thank God for the Weed Whacker 2.0. You got the Lawnmower 4.0 with the flashlight on it so you can see what you're doing. You got all this great stuff at manscaped.com, and it's time to get over there and use the promo code STEVO for 20% off your order plus free shipping. Yeah, dude. Now let's get back to it.
All right, well, we can mute them instead of do a fart noise. But so why? What's the problem if we say the S word like within a certain matter of like 10 seconds?
I just know that happened. The first time we ever did a solo podcast, I was on a rant about the death penalty. And I dropped F-bombs like so many times in the space of 30 seconds that the whole podcast was age restricted on you. And you take whatever views you're at when a video gets age restricted, and you can just go ahead and hold on to that number because it's not going any higher. You know,
really?
yeah, you have just completely chopped off the legs of that podcast, and that video will not go anywhere. I mean, negligible viewership after that. And so, like, knowing that is a rule, like, I am particularly sensitive when I hear swear words a lot of times in the space of a small amount of time, because, like, I don't want that happening to our channel. And so during that one story with Benny Blanco last week, like, he just kept saying it. And I was like, okay, boom, age restriction. We got to do something about this. And so I thought, since the story was about him pooping, put a fart noise over the S word. You know, like, it's not a big deal if you swear. You just can't do it repeatedly a lot of times in a small space. That's the rule. And no more fart noises. Easy.
No more fart noise.
Yeah, I think people would just mute it, you know?
Yeah.
Or...
Just, I mean, like I think that it probably makes sense to tell the guys, hey, swearing's fine. You just can't do it a lot of times in a row. So it'd be selective.
Well, you know how you can make it right? You can give something away on the podcast.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Okay, now, the true diehard fans of the Wild Ride podcast will be aware that whenever there is no guest and it's just me and the boys, we give stuff away. And it's another thing that I'm kind of blue about and sensitive. Like, on one hand, I wanted to stop beating the people over the head with promotion. I said that a while back, and I've really pretty much honored my word. I haven't been promoting much at all. But then I'm down at the warehouse yesterday, and the FedEx guy comes and says, hey, you got any pickup for ground? And our warehouse worker's like, nope. And I'm like, man, we've not sold one thing for the FedEx guy to come pick up. Not one. And then I'm blue about that. So, I mean, whatever, dude. I'm not too tripping. But I love it when we have these solo podcasts, because we just give stuff away, and then that gets, the blood flowing in the warehouse. Mm-hmm. And I can't believe I'm about to do this, because it's a really high-priced item, these shoes. What were we selling these shoes for?
I think $69.
$69.
Right? That sounds about right.
And are we really gonna just give them away? We have like 300 pairs.
What's the wholesale price?
We bought them for $20. I know that.
At least.
22.
Yeah.
$22 a pair.
And this is the collab.
Well, then we had them at Amazon.
And they're literally Emerica brand
skate shoes. Slip-ons.
Like they're high quality value shoes.
Yeah, because we had them on Amazon, and I closed down the one company's Amazon, and then they sent them all back to us. And so that's why we have
these. So we have 300 pairs.
Is that right, Isaac?
We have 300 and something pairs. Okay, so we're gonna take an L on these shoes. We're gonna give them away for $15 a pair.
Yeah.
That's less than we paid for them. And you got to pay for shipping.
Yeah.
And shipping's tough when you're not Amazon.
And then
there's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, while you're at the site, you can check out the cum board.
Yeah, dude, if I posted the new skyjacking skateboard on Instagram, it would get community guidelines violation.
You think so?
I kind of think so. The way it's me, a cartoon me, like falling out of an airplane, blowing a load.
Yeah.
It might raise some eyebrows.
Like, I mean, we made like the load itself like just comically big to cover my junk, but there's like hairy nuts creeping out of the bottom. It's great. It's a great piece of art. The question is, how many people want that piece of art? You know,
I bought one. I paid full price. I love that.
I mean, dude,
I like collecting boards now.
Yes.
Yeah, I consider skyjacking. It's probably pretty weird to say, but I consider it the crown jewel of my career because.
Really?
Yeah, because there's so many layers to it, dude. Like, to find how many times did you call the companies?
Yeah.
You said, hey, I got steveo, and they're all excited.
I mean, can you explain what a crown jewel means? Because like I would think that at all your career, you know, you have the skyjacking, that's for sure it. But like, dude, the fact that the mountain lions were fucking pawing at your head like rings a bell.
Right.
Or there's swallowing the goldfish.
I mean, okay. And yeah, those were gnarly things. And we will be putting out a video called Times We Could Have Died with Chris Pontius. And it's pretty epic. But the thing about skyjacking is that I have worked on live comedy like for 13 years now. And the journey has been... Like, I'm not gonna like put it down as like, oh, I was like working, it's, you know, because it was great, but like the amount of growth, the amount of work that got me from where I was when I started doing live comedy to where I am today, that's like Mount Everest. You know, I asked Paul to pull a clip from my first comedy special, as well as a clip from my second comedy special, so that I could promote the taping of my third comedy special, which is July 14th in London, England, and hopefully July 13th, if I could bring myself to promote it and sell enough tickets to get to that third show. But when Paul pulled a clip from my first comedy special and he showed it to me, I was like, I can't do it. Because there was this palpable insecurity where I was just like, you know, I'm not particularly mad at the material. I thought the material was fine, but I was just so insecure that I had this thing where, like, when I told a joke, I would be like, like laughing at my own joke, and it was just this cringy, palpable insecurity just on display, and I can't do it. Right? Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Like, it's good you grew out of that, and it was kind of like. Yeah, it was like an insecurity, like a crutch almost. You were kind of leaning on. Yeah,
and like two and a little bit years after I taped that first cringy comedy special, 2 and a little bit years later, I taped the gnarly special, and there was unbelievable amounts of growth in those 2 years. But still, man, the gnarly special, like it was better by a lot, but still, And now I'm about to tape my third comedy special, The Bucket List, and it's been more than 5.5 years since I taped Gnarly. And like the difference between The Bucket List and Gnarly is going to be like Mount Everest style growth. You know, I really believe that. And I'm so profoundly grateful for my first 2 comedy specials in that they serve as milestones for where I was at the time. And like I've just come so far. So the reason why I consider skyjacking the crown jewel is because like what I've made my thing is all of my worlds coming together. I've got the live comedy, I've got the stunt video footage, and it's all like merged into one. And like skyjacking with all of the comedy of errors and all of the efforts, you know, all of everything that it took to get a company to sign off and a guy to strap himself to my back so that I could tug one off and blow a load as I fell out of an airplane. Mm-hmm. Like that was the most insane undertaking. That's the most challenging thing we've ever put together logistically as a production coordinator, that was the biggest challenge.
That was the biggest challenge, and then I think that the amount that we were relying on you to bust the nut at the wind. That's fair.
Right,
The
and
window
then-
at which you had to bust the nut.
And then the actual like execution of the stunt. Like, I mean, that's among the most challenging stunts I've ever had to quote pull off. You know, like, and
it would be
and
like,
then like capturing it. You know, like it's not that easy to like blow a load falling out of an airplane and get it perfect
And just get
you
the
know?
money
Yeah,
shot.
it's
Just
like
get the full-on money shot.
Yeah.
And like the fact of that, it's like it's. I think I might genuinely be the only guy in the world who could make a video of that and like proudly put it out. Like, yep, this is what I'm about. You know, like
that
say
would-
what? Come to my show and watch me jack off.
Yeah.
Like that's gnarly. Nobody can get away with that. And like and so like it's just the most forbidden, the most challenging, the most like from a production point of view, like it's like lightning in a bottle, man.
Well, I think that'd be like a porn star, like filming a porn, and they're like, okay, you have to start fucking at 2:30, and by 2:39 you have to bust a nut, or all of this work.
Dude,
and you're just in your head thinking like, okay, all the fucking
There was a
2:39.
2-minute window, not a 9-minute window. It had to
No,
happen.
you had to bust a nut. Okay, they're like, you start fucking at 2:30, and then you have to bust a nut at 2:39 to 2:40, and you're just like in your head like, okay, fuck it, I have to bust this nut, and then it mattered like.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was gnarly.
Yeah.
It was gnarly, and so like as far as like stunt footage, it's just ridiculous. Like I love stuff that goes that crosses boundaries. I love stuff that goes too far. The stuff that I love filming stuff that nobody's willing to show because it's just that crazy. You know,
Sure.
like. As far as like uncensored, like gnarly, like forbidden footage, like that's the top of the pile. And as far as like from a storytelling, live comedy perspective, there's so many layers to it. There's just so many like laughs per minute in the skyjacking bit. Like as far as strong stand up and like ultra high level forbidden stunt footage, top of the pile.
Yeah.
Plus, I always love like showing people something they've never seen before, even though you don't even know that you needed to see it, but like
Yeah.
just something where like wow, I've never seen that, never
Right.
seen that ever. You know,
Right.
like I love doing that.
And dude, like, how proud am I? I say I'm the only guy in the world who could pull it off, but like think of it this way, like when you come to my show, like you don't even necessarily think like, oh my god, like I'm gonna have to sit here and watch a guy blow a load. Like, you know, like it's just like, oh, I'm going because this show is gonna be like super crazy, like that's all this crazy stuff. And then I think like when I say at the end of the show, this bit's called skyjacking, I think people realize like, oh, and then I tell the story, and it's my job by the time I play that clip to have people be okay with what they're about to see. Mm-hmm. And like
Even your dad and sister.
my dad and sister, like all my
I couldn't believe you fucking. You know
right.
what I mean?
And dude, that's my proudest work. That like on a nightly basis on tour, I take 1,000 people on a journey right up to skyjacking, where they sit there and joyfully watch me jack off to completion, and like they're laughing,
Joyfully.
they're laughing. And
Oh, they
enjoying
cheer it. Like when that happened, they're like, yeah, you know, like,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's such a good point. If you just came out and said, hey, here's a video of skyjacking, you just played it,
People
it would
would be
not
pissed.
perform nearly as well. Like you've
Yeah.
you have built them, like you've built enough trust with them at that point. You've like you like kind of really worked them to where they love it now. Like they're
right.
joyous.
I mean, so yeah, that I like those are the reasons why I consider that the crown jewel. You know,
Yeah,
I think
I agree.
that like I like it takes a level of mastery to make that okay for 1,000 people to joyfully watch together.
I love masturbatory.
Yeah, and so whatever. Like that's maybe a little much.
Well, so we were talking about the board, right?
Oh yes,
so you made
now
a
I've
board
got
with it.
to commemorate this crown jewel. There's the skyjacking skateboard, autographed skyjacking skateboards at
Yeah, there's not that many
steveo.com.
left too. I mean,
Are there really? Wait, come on.
that are signed
All right.
because we send a lot to.
Oh, that's right. We sent a bunch to the
Yeah.
UK, so there really aren't that many. And
Oh,
gee, I
that's
didn't
right.
even promote them.
Yeah, no, they're selling. You know, that's the people that go to the website. I don't know. We can even cut this out, but do you want to talk about that person that you talked to that lives on the East Coast that came out of nowhere after 20 years? That reached out on an email. I forwarded it to you. Do you want to talk about that, or do you not?
Wow.
Because that's some juicy little fucking.
I don't want to put that on blast.
If it's the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll tell you
I think
after
you do.
if he doesn't want to.
Do I?
But we can cut this all out and make it smoother. I can say it again. But is that something that because you don't want to scare him off?
I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Since you did that, we're not gonna cut anything out. I was totally shocked, and I don't think I'm worried about scaring anybody off. And if they're not comfortable with the spotlight or attention, then maybe they want to rethink it. But I'm gonna go out and
Let her
say
rip,
it. A guy reached out who I haven't seen in 20 years, thinking about getting back into the spotlight in some fashion, and his name is Brandon DiCamillo.
Oh shit.
And I spoke to him on the phone. I mean, dude, we had a great talk, you know, and it's just been like.
How long do you guys talk for?
I told him by text. I said, dude, you're the closest thing to an actual unicorn that I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it's funny. I mean, yeah, maybe I am kind of a unicorn. And you know, he
Does he talk to anybody?
I'm not even sure, man. I'm not. We just talked about like what it might look like for him to, you know, get back into show business.
Yeah.
Now, what does he want to do? Like, what kind of?
He's not, I told him that I thought that he, like, out of anybody, would be the best suited for performing live comedy. Mm-hmm. I think that he could just absolutely kill it
For sure.
in comedy clubs. Like, just if you imagine just like a chunk of his set being freestyling,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like just ranting, like, you know, I mean, that's what, like, I really consider that out of anybody who was ever involved with Jackass, he stands alone as the most talented one of all of us. You could take a bunch of us and put us together, and he's more talented than that.
Like, just spontaneity, or
yeah,
like.
And I told him this on the phone, that his ability to do nothing like remarkable, you know, nothing physical, nothing like dangerous or shocking or scandalous or anything, but to just do very little and make it ultra compelling, totally hilarious, and just like spin gold out of nothing. Like,
Yeah.
And he hasn't been active on social media at all, right?
No, but I understand that he has like filmed like sketches and stuff that he just never showed anybody.
Whoa.
Just for his own satisfaction.
That's sick.
I think I want to say that he confirmed that, but I mean, I don't know. Like, he's not like. I told him, like, I think he could kill it in live comedy, and if he ever wants to come with me on tour, like, we could spend time together.
We might be doing an East Coast tour September.
Yeah,
maybe he wants to show up to Boston. Maybe
I think we are.
comment in the comment section if you want to see Brandon in Boston.
I think that's a great idea, and like he's. You know, I just told him, like, the YouTube and creating content. I think he'd just really be well suited to be a content creator. And he said, yeah, you know, like, he wants to wait. I even told him, I think it'd be better to wait until, like, you've got sort of you know, a good amount of stuff to put out, and then we'll get, you know, we can get you on the podcast to promote it.
Yeah. I mean, he'd be a great podcast guest.
Dude.
I mean, we've talked about him. It's like, because we were like, man, like trying to find these unicorns, because like we love when it's somebody that like.
It's always Brandon Deco that comes
Deco
up.
is the top of that list always.
For sure. Yeah, he'll crush.
Have you heard from Bam? I don't even want to talk about it, but like you haven't.
I don't think I'm on his good side anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like, at this point, I don't know anything about him, but more than anybody else.
Yeah. That's a good place to be.
I mean, there's nothing good about it. I wish that he was doing great and killing it, you know. But yeah, I don't know. And if he's really in a treatment center right now, you know, like, hopefully he can turn the corner.
Did you know Lamar Odom had treatment centers?
I saw that on TMZ like a while back.
But he has them.
He's got 3 now, I heard.
He's got 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, good for him. Maybe we can get Lamar Odom on the podcast.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that serves to tangle some wires.
For sure.
I don't know if that makes the most sense in the world.
But yeah, so this is going to air Thursday. Like, I enjoy doing the podcast, and like I enjoy
Oh,
doing
dude, it's
these
so
kind.
sick. Dude,
Yeah.
Benny Blanco was the greatest.
Benny Blanco was the
He
greatest
was so
guest
sick.
in a long
Yeah, we went an
time.
hour and a half, and it felt like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I
think
do
it was
like
pretty
if anybody's listening to this still and didn't see the Benny Blanco podcast, find it. Let's link it here
Sure.
because dude, that guy produces music for like who?
The biggest people out there:
Drake,
Justin Bieber, Ed Sheeran,
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Sia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody.
He's just the most like.
He I was sleeping at Jay-Z and Beyonce's house, like working with Kanye.
It's wild,
That's
man.
you don't hear that every day, you know?
Right.
Yeah, he's got a rad life, man.
I think next week we might have back-to-back guest podcasts, and the following week we'll have another one of these solo podcasts. But that one's gonna be you guys just ambushing me with the most brutal negative comments. Like
You're gonna read you're gonna pick some comments from the previous ones and like.
I don't even want to
Yeah,
necessarily.
I don't even think we
say
should let him pick. I think we pick.
Oh, I'll
And,
pick.
He doesn't know until we shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and don't go easy on me. The point is to hurt my feelings.
Yeah. So now that's
but
gonna
having said that-
yeah, having said that, people are gonna start writing the gnarliest comments.
Yeah,
now.
but like, but only from the past. Like you sound like Whoopi
Yeah.
Goldberg. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's kind of rad.
Yeah, I've pulled some. I think.
Whoopi Goldberg has a career.
Yeah, she's awesome. No, I've pulled a bunch of comments because Scott
okay, so
said
dude,
this
that's
was
a
coming.
really good point, Vinny.
Not
That's a
going
really good
forward, we
point.
want to acknowledge
But
it.
also-
don't even waste your time writing negative comments to try to get featured on a video because these comments have already been curated.
Yeah.
And did you have enough already?
I have a bunch, and I think. But,
we have 2 episodes worth already.
no, but what I also grabbed was like an interesting comment or like
Yeah, okay.
something that sparked some conversation. I don't think we should do an episode that's just hurting your feelings and making you sad and just reading negative things. Like some of that is funny, but like
Right.
I've been pulling like, and I put on Instagram like if anyone's got any questions for us, maybe we'll read
Yeah,
them
I like
soon
that.
and like
See if we
just
can Paul
have
Levy
it
now.
fun. Like it's fun.
It's
fucking
like-
fun.
it's like
let's
that,
keep it
Please, like, hurt my feelings,
Yeah.
make me think twice about my life.
Yeah. He's like, I
me
just crossed my
hate
crucify on me. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's the name of the
But I
episode.
think
Make
that's
me
a
hate
good-
myself.
Because that's gonna be the next solo one where you're like, we're gonna be talking about that, right?
I
That's
mean,
the
I
big
think
one.
that's an important like step in just like processing. Like, dude, this was therapeutic for me, man. Like, I appreciate you guys. I'm glad that I spoke up. I hope that this podcast resonates with our audience.
And like, dude, I read the comments. Like, I like to engage.
Yeah, I do too.
So like, I want to be more engaging in the comments. Like, if you know,
Are the comments acknowledging the effort that I've put in to be more?
Less of an asshole.
There definitely are some. There definitely are some.
Yeah, less
Yes.
of an asshole and just like a conversational etiquette.
Yes, there's definitely some. It's like, wow, this was great. Steve really let the guest talk on this one. I've seen at least one of those. I pulled.
yeah, no. I mean, it's all good. And I think, maybe you even go through some of the old podcasts and read them in real time, and get real live reactions to that.
I mean, like present me with the kind. I think you guys reading them to me that way
Yeah.
the audience can hear them and I'll hear them at the same time.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about? I mean, do you want to wrap this up, or is there anything you want to say? Do you want to say maybe tease who the next guest is going to be, or anything like that, or do you want to just
Next
kinda,
guest is for sure Eric Andre, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
That'd
is
be a good
awesome.
one.
Yeah.
Hopefully Eric Andre can steer more people back to Benny Blanco too because they're such bros.
Yeah.
I actually kind of regret that we didn't put him out in the original order intended.
We still can.
No.
No, like Benny Blanco's out.
All right. I think we can wrap this
Can
up.
I say something?
Yeah, please do.
I'm not asking anybody to buy anything.
Oh, boy.
I just want people to go check out the new website.
Yeah, your new website.
My new
Yeah,
website.
dude, I love it.
skinnyvinny.tv. You don't have to
love
buy
it.
shit. Just go check it out.
Buy a sticker.
Because we put a lot of hard work into it.
Yeah.
Buy a sticker. Fucking support. But yeah, skinnyvinny.tv.
skinnyvinny.tv, and
Yeah.
it's worth mentioning that when you go to steveo.com, it's a whole new website too, and we worked super hard on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, happy birthday, dude. I love you, man.
Oh shit!
Happy
It's my
birthday,
birthday.
dog.
Yeah, I really, yeah. I love the guys, Paul and Scott. Our birthday present to you was not texting you.
Yeah.
That's epic, dude. Thank you for that. All right, I love you, everybody.
Love you guys.
Later.
So this week has been a roller coaster, guys. And I'll tell you what I did immediately after this podcast wrapped up. I went over to a place called Foam Mart and traced the outline of the window of the podcast van and got a piece of foam. Then I went over to Home Depot to get a new air conditioner so that because it's summer, man, it's gonna be hot. So like with the foam, and I figured then I built this foam capsule to go over the top of the air conditioner to run the hose through the window and cool down the van. And I just got such a big kick out of it. Made a video of it. And gosh dang darn it, I'm posting that video. It's me building a foam top to an air conditioner. And I'm going to post it because I think that's cool. But it should be in the stories, just the stories.
I don't know.
I don't know. I have the heart to watch that thing kill, like die out there, but whatever. In any case, I'm a work in progress over here, guys. And I do want to end with this. But by no means are any like negative comments getting featured in anything. But if you do have any like actual questions, we will be looking in this comment section for interesting questions to spark discussion on future no guest wild ride episodes. Let us know if you like the no guest episodes, man, because like I want to give you guys what you want because I love you, especially the ones who stick around to the very end. So thank you, and I hope your week's fucking awesome.